Hello?
And so it begins.
Is that distracting enough? All right. Who is that? I can't read that name. Elasta girl?
I don't know.
Hello?
I think they're passing
Yeah.
through.
I guess it's Elasta girl. 420. Hello? So let's see. I didn't invite anyone yet. My regulars, Lois, Bethy, Independent, Chaos, the Weaves. Looks like Norma's on. Bam Bam's on. There was a lot of lives going on. So, um, yeah, they might be in those lives. I just wanted to address the Psyconic crap real quick, and then we can just play music all night. And just chit chat.
Okay.
So, so how you doing?
I'm all right.
Was it expected or, um,
Yes and no.
okay.
We she's never been, I guess she's very independent but not healthy. She had spina bifida and
Oh,
she had a shunt. A couple years ago she had her bottom half of her leg amputated. Just graduated college, um, pushed through, did it online, was obsessed with wrestling and was going to be a wrestling promoter. She was
oh,
doing, yeah, she did a bunch of stuff with that and um, she didn't, she normally is one of those that will text you every day or say something every day, just, and nobody heard from her
oh,
today at all. So they did a welfare check because she's in, it's not like an assisted living, but it's an apartment complex for disabled people. And they couldn't get her to come to the door, so they sent the EMTs, and they found her about 3 o'clock this afternoon. She had passed away in her sleep.
no, no.
And stepmom called, texted me right away, and
Yeah,
just
I'm
don't.
sorry, honey.
I'm going to do everything I can to get to the funeral, but she was living in Kentucky, but she's from Washington, and she wants her service and everything at her to be in Washington, so that's going to be tough, but I'm going to do everything I can to figure that one out.
Hmm. When is that going to be, the service?
We don't know. Hang on. Um, they got to get her back to Washington, and she left me her cat.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yes, I am going to be at least having her cat flown into me. But,
Well,
yeah, not sure how it's going to go yet. And her dad and her stepmom, they have to plan a Wiccan funeral and they don't know anything about it. So
oh,
she's
yeah.
like, her stepmom's like, can I please FaceTime you? I said, absolutely, whatever you need to do. Still gonna try to my best to figure out a way to get there, but
Well, it'll all work out,
Yeah,
and no matter what
I
happens, you're there
just,
in spirit, and when you help plan because people have no idea, about Wiccan stuff, so that is just
yeah,
enormous help.
yeah. And she left. We just did ritual the other night together, the 17th, online, and I guess she left all of her books, all of her statues, her altar, her herbs, everything was left to me. So that'll be something, but just
Well,
wasn't expecting that one today for sure.
right. I believe that we are all energy, and in some form we don't understand it, but I know that I have always felt my grandmother, always, and I feel my dad. I see him. I just feel him. If anytime I need to know that he's smiling at me, I feel that.
Yeah.
You know.
And it just, everything was so, and it's weird because, like I had said in the messages, I'd lost the power again.
Hmm.
And it's been out and out and out. Well, if you look at her history when she was online last and everything, the whole time my power was out was the whole time.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I was like, okay, I get it
Hmm.
now. I understand now. And yeah, so just sorry I wasn't there. And
But you were. You were. Every step of the way you were.
yeah.
You know?
And she was, I mean, 20 years. I was still hoeing
How did
around and
how did the two of you meet?
when my uncle that raised my brother and I was dying and I was taking care of him and he was in hospice, I had joined an online support group. And she had just lost her uncle, her favorite uncle, to AIDS. And she was in that support group. And were both, basically mourning uncles. And we just started talking. And um, she went through all that with me when he died. And, nobody was around, just me and my brother. And was there when I got married, when I met my ex, and when I got pregnant, and when I left, and
Well, the universe brings people into our life when we need them, and they stay with us. They're still here.
yeah, she's always been there. And even, when she's great when I lost my brother.
Now, her and your brother are going to be up there tormenting you, throwing shit at your head,
Yeah, I'll hear
throwing birds at your head.
wheelchairs.
They're going to be up there laughing, throwing birds at your head. Yeah. I always say that when friends of mine, lose somebody. Like I have, for some reason, the last few years, a lot of my friends have lost their parents. It just like came in droves. And I always say, okay, I'll talk to my dad and tell him to set up a chair at the table because they're up there, you know, sitting around the table. My grandmother is crafting. She's got a craft circle, and my dad is sitting there watching football, swearing at Notre Dame. They're just all up there doing the stuff that they most enjoyed.
Yeah, And that's what I was thinking of after I talked to her parents and just everybody over these years that we've lost and just cried about and missed so much. And now she's there with them, and here I am just still waiting.
Mm-hmm. Well, she left you all her altar and her things for a reason.
Yeah.
She probably has some sort of blessing on that or something, you know. She had it prepared for you.
I'm just, if anything, I'm just really glad she was so through so much medically that I'm just, it sounds horrible, but I'm glad she went
Mm-hmm.
just to sleep.
Yeah, that's, I am grateful that my father, of course, the last few years, he was kind of like bedridden and out of it.
Hmm.
But he would have like moments where he would just like wake up and be totally awake and talking and aware. He still didn't like know us and that, but he was aware and he would watch TV and shit. Well, I am so glad that he went before all of this shit happened because it would have just broke his heart to watch this stuff on TV,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
And she was such an activist she was so vocal and so,
I'm sorry,
especially
Lois.
for,
You can come up if you want, Lois.
yeah. It's just, I know all this is just, if anything, she doesn't have to deal with this stuff anymore.
Hey,
Hey, Lois.
Hello.
what a day. What a
What a
life.
damn thing.
Yeah.
I didn't hear who you lost, sweetheart, but I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, I got a phone call a few hours ago. It's a friend. She's been my friend for 20 years.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just very unexpected.
My friend was
Hi,
pretty
Mariah.
ill. She she had congestive heart failure and a few other head cancer and a few other things, but she was 49. That's just so young.
Yeah, mine was just a few years. She was a few years younger than me, but she had a lot of medical issues. She has spina bifida,
Oh, wow.
brain shunt, leg amputation, but extremely independent. You couldn't stop her. And I don't know, we just always thought we had more time to do stuff. We were gonna, I was like, I'm gonna build a cottage in the woods. We're gonna become bog witches, and I'll build the room. It'll be fine. And
It's really
never
scary.
got there.
Scary. I have health issues and stuff too, and I think about, it's just, I'm glad. The only comfort I have is I know she's not suffering anymore.
Yeah.
I know she's not hurting, and I try really hard to take comfort in that. And but her kids and her family, it's just so sad.
Yeah, she didn't have children. She had two nephews that she adored, absolutely adored, but
Oh,
long-term boyfriend. They were gonna eventually get married, but it just life
we
kept
always
getting in the
think
way, and
we always think there's a tomorrow, and I'm guilty of that myself. I
Mm-hmm.
put things
yeah,
off, and it's made me in the last few days since Kim passed that I've made phone calls I hadn't made in a while. Friendships that
Mm-hmm.
It'd been a month or so, and I was like, that's too long. And, just trying to be more conscious of enjoying today and not wasting too much of it.
Yeah. I've been trying to get to the place where every day, I tell people, what I think about them, the difference
Yes.
they've made in my life, you know, and like all of you, just, I'm so solitary every day. I've been this way my entire life. I'm very solitary. I just crawl into myself and entertain myself. I've always been like that, but I mean, just it's a protective thing for myself.
Right.
And the way the world is now, it's just so ugly that I try every day to just kind of go through and find something to be joyful about, to be hopeful about.
Right.
And at the end of, having these little conversations just with these women that I've met, you guys have made a difference in my life. You really have. You've
And
brought
you
me out of
offer me
myself.
too. Mhm. And
You,
I'm the
you
opposite. I was such a
see?
social person. I was
Really?
the one to walk in a room and everybody knew me and I was just
Yeah.
right there, all in the middle of it. And when my
Mm-hmm.
mom and dad and son died that year, I became very withdrawn, and that was right at COVID time too. So I easily sunk into not going out and
Mm-hmm.
being at home. I don't talk to people very much anymore. I don't go out, and I've really changed a lot. A lot.
That's how I met Plum when I was had that audience speaks, and she had lost her son, and she just couldn't function, and she used to talk so very quiet. She just barely spoke, and like from the moment I met her, I just said, I've got to keep doing this because there's people out there that just we need to meet each other.
Yes.
I don't know
Yes.
why. I have no idea why, but I know that there's people out there that we are destined to meet.
And you all fit that. And B, I can't, every time I see your picture, it brings me comfort. I have no idea what you really look like. But I needed you guys too. I needed
Mm.
a direction because this is a direction too. It's something else to
Mm-hmm.
focus on and a direction in life. And I've enjoyed having conversations. And really, this is the only live that I hop in and
Mm-hmm.
talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I might be in comments somewhere, but I just don't jump in many boxes. And so I
Yeah. Well,
appreciate you all very much.
yeah, I've kind of made the decision to even stop watching the other those lives. It's like I,
Yeah.
for some reason, keep getting invited into them because I have most of them blocked, but there'll be like one person that's following me, and either they'll invite me or I'll scroll and then I'll bounce in the live, and then they're like, "JFK Annie's here." As soon as I fucking like,
Yeah.
as soon
I
as
saw
I
you
sit
in a
down there and
couple
chat.
today.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Why are you noticing me? Who the hell am I? You know?
Well,
I'm absolutely nobody. I don't have 10,000 followers. I have 2,000 followers. So I don't understand why I'm of any importance to anyone, other than specific things I've said for the past 2 years. But, my thing is TikTok, okay, not as much as like Facebook or some other social media, but you can do important things on social media.
yes.
For instance, the Psyconic sister. Okay? There's no reason that we can't unite. We're a true crime community, right? That's what we're supposed to be. That's what everybody
That's
keeps
right.
calling this over here.
And
So, you know,
that's
I
true
don't
crime.
understand why this entire true crime community would not be at all interested in a woman who's missing.
I didn't
Supposedly.
appreciate how
Allegedly.
Psyconic flipped things on you today. I did not appreciate that at all. There was a few people, Roma was one that really did try to talk. You asked her,
Hmm.
meaning you. She asked you about it, and you
Hmm.
created that Facebook page and started gathering, and you told her you were. So none of
Mm-hmm.
it was a surprise. You weren't stepping on toes. You weren't
No.
overdoing anything. I mean, you were just following through for a new friend. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have the
Who
skills.
asked
Yes.
Yes.
for the help.
And she
And
turned it around,
and
and I'm really hurt with that for you today.
I have the backstage messages between B and I, an independent and I, where we discussed it. And so I've got the evidence that she came in here unasked.
Yeah.
She came in and she knew who I was. I didn't know who she was. But she dropped that name. She said that some skip person. I don't even know who she's talking about. I don't know if she's talking about that one that was supposedly at one
Yes.
point in jail with Gypsy, the one that
Huh?
screams all the time. I don't know. Or if there's another Skippy, don't know. But I remember the conversation verbatim. Okay, she just popped in here and jumped up on my panel, and right away she said, "I'm so angry." I'm so mad. I was crying in this other live. She said, I was so upset because we were talking about Gypsy, and this woman came up and said, you shouldn't be talking about Gypsy. You need to be talking about the Epstein files because that's more important. And she's like, that nobody knows my life. I happen to have a missing sister connected to the Epstein shit because she claimed it was connected to Les Wexner, but it took her a fucking long time to get to it. Okay?
Yeah.
She took over that entire live that night because we listened to her because she kept saying, you know, calling him a politician, and she kept messing up his name. She's like, Nexner. I'm like, no, are you talking about Les Wexner, the owner of the Limited, who funded Jeffrey Epstein? Is that who you're talking about? Because he
Well, she
lives in
kept
Ohio.
mentioning Southern Transport too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And, so I said, no, he's not a politician. He is well known here in Ohio. I know journalists and researchers who have been covering him for decades. Okay. Bob Petrakis is one. He runs the Free Press. He's been covering the crimes around Wexner for years. My ex-husband used to work for the Free Press. He used to do the covers for the Free Press. I've done a couple of the covers too. My ex-husband and I are artists. You know, I have a life here in Ohio, and I'm a researcher, so I've researched Ohio stories, Ohio news, also the link to organized crime. I have background on that because Roy Cohn was linked to organized crime. All right. In particular, Fat Tony Salerno, who is linked to a murder that's linked to Wexner. All right. So we've got all that. I've got all that in my files. So I was telling her, explaining this is who this man is. He's not a politician, but I said, and he was just deposed here. The representatives came here to Ohio. That's how important this man is. They didn't take him to Washington, they came to him, okay, to his fucking plantation and interviewed him. And I showed her, I said, over here in my Mae Brussel group, I just posted the Les Wexner, all the Epstein books and the Les Wexner deposition, and I've got all of this information about him. That's who that man is. I was just showing her where she could find information about the man she was mentioning, that she was talking about. All right. So then she drops the Black Cat Modeling Agency. I gather all that information. The next day, I make a TikTok account called Where is Tess Smith. I make a Facebook group called Where is Tess Smith. I put all of the information in there. And then then I come over and she disappears. Psyconic disappears. We can't find her. I'm trying to find her. I come over, she comes back and she's got my JFK Annie blocked. All right. Then the next week, I see her on all these drama channels. Then the week after that, Ken jumps up on her panel. Or not on her panel, he jumps in her chat. And then she's only got 5 people. Then I see her threatening people. She's in all this yammer-yammering back and forth. Then she's in this stuff with Wilson. Then she's over on Bree and Shenna's panel. She's on the panel with
Yeah.
all the other people that I've had encounters with over here. So, okay, you all were there. You saw her come and you saw me give her information. I said to her, I said, I will gather up all of the representatives that came here. I will get their contact information. Send me the FOIA files, or you send them FOIA files that mention Les and Southern Transport, because that's what she told us. She said her sister was last seen with Les Wexner.
Do you
And
think
she
maybe
has that.
she's scared? Do you think maybe that they kind of came at the family maybe at some point? Do you think maybe
Don't
she
know,
just
don't
kind
care at this point, Lois. Okay, TC, whatever, chopsticks, I don't know you. And I don't care if they're talking about me. All right, I don't.
oh, good grief,
I've got
Katie.
everything recorded. I have witnesses sitting right here that were in that live that night. I know what she said. Katie Cakes is threatening me. Seriously, Katie Cakes?
With
You
what?
want to play?
With what?
Yeah. What are you gonna do, huh?
Yeah,
You
for
won't
real.
even show us your face, Katie
Who
Cakes.
cares?
I'm supposed to be scared of you?
She's
I could
found
use a
we've had the
massage.
article. What article?
Okay, yeah, and now Psychonics is best friends with Katie Cakes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, because
So here's my question.
they've gone in on this Wilson coup together. And you know what?
Yeah.
Somebody who's playing games with their sister's life shouldn't be supposed alleged sister's life shouldn't be doing shit like that because okay, we're adults over here. We're not going to dig into your past, into your family's past, into your sister's past, but you know
Right.
what? Piss off the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
And your shit's gonna be on there too. Oh, zombie mom can lick my
I'm not
butthole.
going to go over there, chopsticks. I'm not. All right. Okay, Zombie Mom. Zombie Mom is linked to NPG Cornerstone, and NPG Cornerstone is probably Gypsy. How many times you want me to say it and get it on record, huh? Okay, so here's the deal. Psyconic was over there on Bree and Shanna's panel, right? Okay, because they built up all this Wilson shit. But all right. Okay, Psyconic, you came over here and asked for our help. Do you remember how many times you said, "Oh, don't let my sister be forgotten. Promote it. Don't
It
forget
seems
about my
like
sister."
you've been forgetting her. You're
Yeah.
up
So you came
yapping
over
and in
here.
everybody else's business on your
Right.
freaking live all day, but you can't put 1 ounce of effort into your own sister.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Well,
don't want to hear shit
here's
from
an
her
idea.
or any of her buddies.
You came over here and there were like 20 people in my live because Keish says I have 11 people over here and I fart around with my hard drives. Okay, fine. You came over here and we gave you the whole night. In fact, you got that live suspended because you were showing the naked pictures of your sister. All right. It was the very first time I was on my Mae Bressel account. How'd you even know that account? How did you know me, but I didn't have any idea who you were? All right. So you tell me not to forget your sister. I tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you I'm going to put you in contact with
Take
Jasmine Crockett and the
action.
rest of them.
Something you haven't done, ma'am.
Right. I told you either send me those FOIAs and I can send them, or I will give you the information to send them.
Because let me
But
tell
then
you
the very
something.
next
Every
week,
time my brother disappeared, every time, I didn't let it go for 1 second until I knew exactly where he was. Somebody saw him and put his face on a phone, and I knew where he was, and he was okay. Even if he said, I don't want to be found. I was finding him and making sure. That's what a sister does.
right. And here's my question, Psyconic. You're in league with all of these people now that do background checks on, they did on Wilson, Okay? They do background checks and they have all this personal information about all of us that they've saved in that Discord that Gypsy's using to target people. Okay? Why didn't you have them dig into your sister? They seem to be pretty good researchers. Here's a thought. You don't want your sister forgotten? You want people to find your missing sister? You're over there on Shanna and Bree's panel. That is linked to Gypsy's 9 million account. Why don't you fucking advertise on Gypsy's 9 million account? More people would see it than the 11 people over here watching me.
She's BFFs with Zombie Mom and Katie Cakes, who is BFFs with Gypsy. Get on
That's
it.
right.
Get on it.
That's
Stop
right.
fucking around.
Gypsy's the influencer. I'm not. You want your sister found? You want her story to get out there? So, what are you threatening me with, Katie Cakes?
Yeah.
What are you threatening me with?
That's a real threat right there.
Huh? Can you really seriously think I'm scared of you bitches?
Okay, that T Chopsticks has 4 followers and 10 following. So guess what?
Yeah. Trying to cause trouble. Making allegations, trying to get me over there. Not going to happen. Because that's what Psyconic said today. She said, she won't come over here. No, I'm not. Get your ass over here where you started this. You started it by coming into my live and telling us all about your sister. And I've got witnesses to that. I've got the messages that night that B and I discussed it.
From her too.
We save everything. Because we know that you assholes are sneaky. You're
I'm
sneaky.
not going to sit here and say I'm going to post them under any circumstances because that was private messages. But
I will.
I know who you are, and I have.
I'll
your
post
number
every
now.
fucking message. From 2011 on, I have a legal post over on Facebook that tells everyone who contacts me, you cannot hide in my PMs. If you send shit and you're nefarious and you're sneaky, and I will post every message in public. Bam. It's not a private message. It's also called a personal message, which means I'm half of that personal. I have every right to post any message that comes to my fucking PM on any social media of any kind. Why? Because you send a threat to my fucking PM, I am posting that. So, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Psyconic, how did you know about that Mae Brussel account? Because that was the very first time I was ever on there. And that, by the way...
Here comes another one.
There you go. Hey, Nikki. Tell them to come on over here, Nikki. Or tell me in detail what they're saying.
There'll be a lawsuit, Mimi.
I'm listening.
Figure out for anything.
They're getting ready to go on Discord, so they're not on TikTok anymore, so they can discuss it further. But you did not go seeking anything. She came to you.
You can message me if you want to.
Is she claiming that I sought her out?
Well, they're acting like you're going to start digging now, and you weren't asked to do it. You're not even digging anymore. You've left it. You've left it.
Hang on. Hang on. My other phone is charging. Give me a second. Give me a minute.
You know, it's just sad that you cared is what pisses me off. We never mentioned anything to do about this young lady until she came in here.
That night, by the way, I told her I was going to do this.
Yes.
I said, here's what I will do. I will start a TikTok channel. I will start a YouTube channel, just like I do with everything else. I said, you want your sister's story promoted? I will start a YouTube channel, and I will start where we can put all these. If we discuss her over here, I can put those live videos over on the YouTube channel. I said I will create a group over on Facebook that is networked to my other research groups. Okay? So, there it is. This is the group that I made. I've changed it. I have since changed it to Not So Hidden History, okay, because that's going to be about Roy Cohn and the connection to Epstein and Les Wexner. But here, I've got the modeling agencies and trafficking. I've got, that's the modeling, the guy that was connected to Melania Trump, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's, okay, here, I say, this group was originally created to draw attention to the disappearance of Model Test Smith. I am revamping it into a group to educate about Jeffrey Epstein and the hidden wealth that funded him and the connections to organized crime. This archive will become a data dump for information related to the topic and the characters connected. That data will include a comprehensive collection of articles and links to online resources. Here, this is everything about Tess Smith that was online. All right? I left it there. Now, you fuckers.
We didn't discuss it since either, unless it's been brought
No.
up.
Nope.
It's
No.
not even something that's on our.
We were waiting
I
for her to come
questioned-
back and talk about it.
Yes. I questioned why she was
Right.
why Ken jumped up on her panel. I questioned why, or up on her live. I questioned why she was over there with Bree and Shenna. Go ahead. Darken my name. Lie on me. See how that works out for you, Psyconic. Lie on me. I will post every message I have with you.
She's getting real sloppy real fast. Real sloppy.
Bitches are real cocky. Real fucking cocky.
Well, because she's having her moment of fame
That's
with
why I
this
wondered if maybe.
and now she thinks she's hot shit, and it's gonna blow up.
Mm-hmm. Because this is all tied to the Wilson shit. And they know they're in trouble with the Wilson shit. Whether Wilson lied or not. Okay, because here's the thing. This is all tied to that Discord that y'all have. That Discord where all of our personal information is, that is linked to Gypsy. That Gypsy's been using to target people. And that is illegal. All right?
Psyconic,
That's why it's all blowing up.
Psyconic's family alone.
Leave Psyconic's family alone. Well, then maybe you shouldn't have come over here into my live and told me not to forget about your sister and keep her story. I got the fucking messages, you bitch. I'm not doing anything with your family. You came here. So were you always working with Gypsy from the beginning? Were you setting me up for, was I going to be the new drama? And that fell through for you? Y'all know I save fucking everything I do online, right? You know that. You know that I have 300 groups on Facebook where I save goddamn data. You know that, right? Do you? Has my reputation preceded me? You really think this is going to play out well for you? You bitches won't even show your faces. You won't show your real identities and names.
Honestly, I don't even care how it plays out for them because, I don't want nothing to do with her. I mean, that's disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. And she needs to reevaluate her life and her way of thinking.
I don't care at this point, and I can't figure out the game. Oh, it's on my other phone. Okay, my Bristol account is on this phone, and I don't want to cut the live. But you know what? Here's what I'll do. I would just get everything together, every message, every time live that we mentioned it, everything that I had to do with this, and I'm going to put it over in my group as a legal record because that's what I do. You didn't ask me to leave your family alone when you were wanting my help.
Does she even remember doing that? Look, I know I drink a lot. But I'm not on there every day in, day out, making an
Okay,
vegan out of
I
myself.
tell you what, Whisper says they're accusing me of harassment. If I have harassed you, file charges right now. Send me a cease and desist and file fucking charges. Right now. My address for your attorneys, 1620 Genesee Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43211. That would be Andrea Skolnick, AndreaSkolnik. I have attorneys, but trust me, bitches, I don't need one.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
And that's what I'm wondering, Wandering. That's what's got it. And you know what? Life is just too much right now, and I really can't care about this dumbass. But is this really even her sister? Does she really
I don't
even
know.
know anything about this, or was this just someplace she lived and read the story? I don't know.
Apparently,
Can't
it is
trust you.
apparently Katie Cakes, who I don't even know, and Psyconic are accusing me of harassment.
Hey, y'all there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
You got an echo. Bad echo.
Yeah, I'm in the car. And
Okay, yeah, we're hearing wind, Mariah.
I just want to say something real quick. Yeah, them people, man, they just want drama because I was listening to them earlier. They don't want to hear anything but what they wanted to put out. Like I would say stuff in the chats and shit. They ignoring what I was saying. They just want to say JFK, like say that someone that is insinuating, I guess you making up that group thing that you made for her sister.
Yeah?
They're saying
What?
that's a troll account that you did.
That is
They're
not
calling
a
it
troll account.
that you did. I know.
Okay.
I know. These bitches don't want to hear nothing, man.
Okay, so if it's a troll account, then where'd she troll with it?
Wait,
I know. I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck y'all talking about? You guys are a bunch of fucking tards, man. Fucking tards. I was like, you just wanted to help, and it's crazy.
Like I said, I wouldn't even know this woman existed had she not come into my fucking live. How did you know me, Psyconic? It was my May Brussels account, my very first live on that account. I've got like a couple hundred followers on that account. The only way anybody would know is... Yeah, no, because she got me suspended.
Oh,
but I have enough people.
Damn.
I've got the messages where I spoke to her afterwards. I've got the messages where I tell her, send me the FOIA files and I'll send them to Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah.
Why would I fucking make an account about a woman named Tess Harper, who is a model that has allegedly disappeared? How would I even fucking know this woman existed? if Psyconic had not told me about her.
I know they're making it sound like she, like she told the other girl about it, but it's like it's supposed to be kept between her, like the girl passed on or something. Now they're acting like, and it's fucked up that you bring it up. I don't know. They're fucking weird, man. They make no sense. Bunch of assholes.
No, Psyconic repeatedly told us don't let her sister story be forgotten.
Yeah,
And
I was there.
yes, and that the family needs closure. And it was brought when we started looking into it. We did it that night because Independent jumped down and went and searched. Okay, she was sending us. She was fucking. How would I know that Tess worked for Black Cat Modeling Agency if she didn't fucking give us all that information?
It's so stupid to even talk about this is the most ridiculous juvenile thing that is surrounding a possibly honest to God missing woman.
Right.
And that's sick. That's sick. That's sick.
Mm-hmm. And no, we are not going to be the new drama. Okay? We're not going to be this week's drama. You can't something to...
It's because they
you
want
can't
a
outrun us.
distraction because
No,
off of
I
them right
do
now.
not have that live because Psyconic posted naked pictures of her sister that night and got me suspended. But I do have the messages where I discussed with Psyconic my intentions to build the page. I told her that night I would build the page. These people over here, Lois, are following the fucking group on Facebook the day I made it.
Mm-hmm.
We were all here.
Annie, You Can't Outrun Us is actually gone wandering, and they need to be unblocked.
Okay, who is?
You Can't Outrun Us.
Oh, okay. Do I have them blocked?
Yeah, it's gone wandering.
Oh, okay. Because it's not showing up as blocked. Is it on? Let me see. Can I go into my other? Okay, gone wandering. I've had my my issues. So if you're over here just trying to get me to go over there or whatever and cause additional drama, I'm not going to have that. Okay,
So
I'm going to tell you right now.
they've been around in the other account and
Okay.
they've been behaving.
All right. So let me see. You can't outrun us. Let me try to find it. Where's my search bar? Okay.
Hi, Annie.
Oh, hi.
Hi. It is gone wandering, and I have been blocked,
Okay.
but that's okay. I wrote you a message, and I was busy today, but when I got done doing my stuff, I had a bunch of links, and the links led me to a live that you were in,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't see the chat, though, and you just got off the panel abruptly, so I wasn't sure how all that ended up. But I did.
Okay, that was just, that was, they were bringing it up. Oh, and I was down in chat and I was saying, why aren't you people that are going after Wilson and doing all these background checks? Why aren't you researching Psychonic's missing sister? And I think it was Cheeky asked me to come up. I came up and explained it. And then they're like, well, we have nothing to do with that. No, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole. You're a true crime community and you're not interested in a missing person?
And it's a public case, covered by the news reports. And
Right.
apparently, news has reported that this chick has been found, and Psyconic told us that night that wasn't true. So,
She said that the FBI said that she was found, but she doesn't want found. She doesn't want the family
He doesn't
to
want to come
contact her.
home. Right.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. I was there every minute of all the way from when she started until she shut down. We got shut down that night.
yep.
Oh, yeah, because she kept showing that. I said, please don't show those naked pictures because, okay, and I got suspended.
Yeah, and I screenshot those pictures that she was putting up.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I have them. Yeah, I can send them to
All
you on
right.
whatever account you want.
I have
But
unblocked your Gone Wandering. I have a lot
okay,
of that too because everybody sent me stuff the next 2 days because then she disappeared and we were like worried because we were like, what happened? Did she get bananaed? What happened? And
right.
I was suspended, so I went on my other account. And then the very next day is when I started the group. I notified her that I started the group. I came on a live. I think it was either my JFK Annie or my backup JFK Annie, because that's anytime I do research, I do it under the name JFK Annie because that is my research name, and it has been my research name for 20 years. Actually, longer than that. It's been my research name since the 90s.
Which
Okay?
she was told.
Okay. She's estranged from what? Her family?
You know,
Really,
after
Pinky?
she was
Okay.
a couple days after, she just disappeared. She popped back up because she followed me that night.
Yep.
So
Okay.
a couple days later, there she was on my FYP, and she was just half ended up with friends and whatever. And so I went to her live, and I tried to speak to her, and I said, "Oh, we got shut down the other night." And I tried to mention some things about her sister, and she said, "Gone wandering? Who is that? I don't even know." And like started laughing with her friends and making fun. So I just left.
I have
And remember,
tried.
I came to you, we did some private talking, and I said, something's up with this. This is not right. There's something wrong here. We kind of knew right from there that this was not, that there was just something weird with this. And then she continued to make a name for herself on TikTok from then till now. And look where she is now.
Yeah.
She has just made
And now
craziness.
Now she's with, Katie Cakes loves her. And she's over
Oh, yeah,
on
I saw
Shenna
that.
and Bree all of a sudden.
It won't.
This was under a month. This all happened in under a month.
It
So
won't
what?
end well.
Hang on a second. Do y'all remember? What's her name?
Aurora the Goddess.
Aurora the Goddess.
I know.
B, my
Yes.
God, get out of my fucking head, B.
Because I already know the connection you're making. Because I already made it.
Get out of my head. I swear to God, B.
I
You
love
scare
that.
me. She scares me. I swear to God, she scares me.
I love it.
Aurora the Goddess. I blocked her a long time ago because she was over here trying to do this, cause trouble, trying to get me to go over to live, saying, "Oh, they're talking about you. They're saying shit." Right.
That's
And
why I
anytime they
asked
do
you
that,
the other night if that
I block
was
it.
before or
Right.
after she showed up.
Yeah. So I fucking have the fucking screenshot, bitches. Aurora, I was over in a live and I'm just down in chat, and Aurora the Goddess comes at me
I'm not going to
because that's
tell
what they
you
do.
what's going to happen.
All right, she comes at me and she's like, "You blocked me. You were nasty to me. You're mean." Da, 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 da.
I'm not going to
And I
tell you
said,
what's
"Yeah."
about to happen.
I said, "I know I blocked you. I know and I know why I blocked you." And she said, "Well, I don't like you, and so that's why I'm not going to warn you about what's coming."
Yep.
Is this what was coming, Aurora the Goddess?
If this is all you
Is this what was coming?
fine.
Well, she ended up
What
over
were
with
you
Chewy's group.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
I will never come here and tell you to go to another group. I'll never walk you into a lion's den ever. That ain't my.
Thank you.
That's not the way I move.
That's exactly what they fucking do.
Yep, that's exactly
Okay?
right. And that's what my private
it's a
message
trap.
tells you.
Okay.
Because I don't. I know you remember. I know you remember the billboard stuff.
Yes.
Okay, that's when I first came to TikTok, and I walked right into all that. I'm the one that shut the billboards down. I'm the one that got everybody their refunds, and I'm the one that exposed all those people. That was me.
Okay, well, that's interesting because you know who's involved in this now? Mimi.
Who? She's
Okay,
got her
that's who I warned you
foot
about in
everybody.
my message. Very much
I don't
so.
need warned about Mimi.
Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
where this name you can't outrun us. That's the name I made for them because they kept blocking me from everything because I was exposing them. And so
Okay.
that's where this name comes in to play. It's
Okay.
just something I made because I was chasing them around because they were outrunning giving refunds to people. So I was
Okay.
helping people make fraud reports and things like that on their Cash App, Venmo, and we
No,
got all the
No,
money.
Knight.
no,
Hold on a
Monique,
second.
we're not.
Knight, I am not going on any of their panels any fucking more. They all work with Gypsy and Bree and them. I don't. How many times do they have to give their platforms to Bree and them for you to get it? How many times do they have to do this drama? No, I am not going where they control.
And
And
Psyconic
they are
made it
not
here
coming up on
once.
my panel.
Psyconic came here one time. She can bring herself here again if she's got something to say.
Oh yeah, she's still following me, so she can come in here. Come on.
Okay, Psyconic. I know they're listening. Psyconic, bring a lawsuit. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on. I told you. Andrea Skolnick, Andrea Skolnik, 1620 Genesee Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43211. What's your lawyer's name? What's your lawyer's name, Psyconic?
Psychonic's probably too drunk to remember anything.
I expect your lawyer's information right now. Go ahead. You just threatened me with a lawsuit. Come on.
You just messed with the wrong one, girl. She could have been your ally.
Oh, Psyconic lying. What a shock. Who cares? Lie.
Yeah, she's a grifter.
My
She just
karma is hers.
So let's see. We've got Sir Morbid's Mean Girls, who eventually joined Bree and them. And you got Psyconic, who came over here. I don't know what the setup
They had to
was.
turn the comments off because people were defending you, Annie.
what?
Okay.
What?
I expect, Psyconic, I expect to hear from your lawyer. Let's see, tomorrow is Monday, within the week. Within the week. If I don't hear from your lawyer within the week, everybody will know it's bullshit. Are you as prepared as I am to write up depositions?
She's too damn stupid.
Are you as
She just-
prepared as I am to ask for discovery? Are you? Oh,
I would have
please, by
thought
the
she
way,
learned.
file a lawsuit, please. Because you just connected yourself to Bree and them, which means when I write my fucking discovery, I can ask for that goddamn Discord.
Okay, so
Go
they
ahead,
were taken off
bitches.
because I kind of kept reading the chat. So what was so distracting to her in the chat that they were saying that they had to turn it off? What was the topic of conversation?
I don't know, but I have
In
screenshots
fact,
of exactly when my computer went wonky, and it was 100% psychotic.
I think I will start my request for discovery right now. Let's get that started.
Annie, I'm gonna run and eat real. I'm gonna run and eat real quick and change names. And if I'm not blocked anymore, so give me a few minutes and I'll be
I
back.
unblocked. Yeah, I unblocked. You're gone wandering.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna eat real quick and I'll be back and find you girls.
Okay. Well, I came on later because I was waiting to see the Australian people come on. That's why I came on after 10 tonight. And I've got, boy, that battery's going fast. I think I've got an hour and a half on this battery. Okay. But I wanted to have fun and play music because B lost a friend. And, you know, I didn't really want to do this tonight, but just, I think you all need a crash course in Judith Berry Baker and her lying on me and where that went. I think you need a crash course in Roger Stone's Little Boys and them lying on me and where that went.
Just let her fuck around and find out.
I told y'all I'm going to stop warning. I'm just going to not warn
I thought
anymore.
she was on that the other day as a backup. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, Psyconic, I want to hear from your attorney within the week. You have 1 week, starting right now. You have till Friday. In fact, I want your attorney's information tomorrow.
And there's a whole hell of a lot of people in here that witnessed that. So,
Yes.
I'll be glad to sing like a canary. Oh, Katie Cakes joined. Look at that.
Where? I don't see her.
Oh, she's here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Fuck out.
She's got me blocked. I don't see her. How could she even come in here? I've got her. She's got me blocked. Oh, I would let her talk, B.
Oh no, I don't want to fuck. I don't want to.
I'm surprised she came in here, to be honest.
Katie Cakes, if you're involved in this and you're claiming that I've harassed you or whatever, I want your attorney's information too. Who is handling Gypsy now? Because Mike Stanfield's no longer handling her. So who's handling Gypsy?
See, my cat's even gone.
They're running from Gypsy. Gypsy's a liability.
So I don't know this TikTok queenie either. Oh, I guess Becca just dropped a video. Kenneth Townsend is a longtime watcher and rising star. I don't know who you are, Kenneth. I know Jock. Hello, Jock.
I'm sure that's all got back. The council be back.
Very interesting. I think I know why Psyconic is dodging and bobbing around. Evidently, a news article was found proving that her sister is not missing.
Oh, hush up.
And
Yeah,
soon
no,
as that
well,
was
no.
brought up, Psyconic jumped down and left alive.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
it's happening, Annie. It's happening.
She told us that night that the FBI told her her sister was found, but did not want to be contacted by the family.
Yep.
Yeah,
And they
that's
did,
what
and she
told
didn't
us.
believe that because she said she was with a politician in Ohio, and then she messed
Yes.
up his name.
Yeah, she kept saying Wes Nexter and, being real, cryptic about it. And I
And
said,
it,
do you mean Les Wexner? And she's like, yes, but she still kept fucking up his name. And
yeah, she did.
I said, and I took her over that night
Hey,
to
was that
my,
the salon episode where they found her in the salon and she was getting her hair dyed Russian blonde?
no,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
before that. That was before that. She supposedly met these, I don't know if it's a private eye they had or FBI people, but she told me the FBI wouldn't talk to her anymore or talk to the family anymore. She told me
I
she
think
had FOIA files that mentioned Les Wexner, her sister being seen with Les Wexner. I mentioned the goddamn FOIA files in the message to her because I tell her to get them to me. I tell her to go to a library, run them off, make them digital to send to Jasmine Crockett. I sent her the video where Jasmine Crockett is standing here in Columbus, Ohio, talking about deposing Les Wexner. I sent her to my Meg Russell group.
Sarah's got screenshots. It was February 20th. All right, tomorrow is April 20th. February, March, April, 2 months. 2 months. Who the hell are you?
And I
So
think
it
she
took,
said her stepsister, I think their family paid for them to go over. I think so. I think
yes.
they did the lion's share of it. That's what she said. But
Mm-hmm.
so
So
hopefully,
now I'm told that I'm harassing them. to leave the family alone. When I wouldn't have even known this family or this woman existed had she not come over here. And I've got all these witnesses that you came over here, Psyconic.
You told her you're making her a page. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you. I mean, I'm sure you still have the live. Share it with the people.
No, I didn't, because remember, she got me suspended because she showed the naked pictures of her
Oh,
sister.
yeah.
But I have the messages where we talked about it, where you and I talked about it, B and I talked about it, Psyconic
Yep.
and I talked about
I
it.
have the screenshots because I went to the website, so I have every time that we helped her out.
Yeah. What are you ready? What do you have that you're ready to take into court, Psyconic, to prove your version of
Mama
this?
Cat, nobody gives a shit. Bye.
I mean, Annie, remember when she came back in the live and said, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you. I've had a dark colored vehicle, a black vehicle right outside my window with my baby.
Yep. Yep.
And you're like, well, these are some bad people. She's like, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now, Mama Cat,
People are so disappointed.
I have seen you in other lives, Mama Cat.
She's in that group.
I never said her sister was not still missing. I said, why are you in all this drama when you've got a missing sister and you come over here and tell us to follow up on your missing sister? When you are linked to Bree and Shenna, you're over on their panel, go put your information about your missing sister up on Gypsy's 9 million follower account. When Bree was using that account, by the way, that was when Bree was using the account.
Just be ready.
This is all a distraction.
They're all jumping off panel now, and they're all jumping out, and they're coming over here. So I'm watching chat. I'm watching. Bitches, I don't want to deal with this shit tonight. I've had enough go on today.
Right.
Get the hell out of here.
Let's start playing some music about some grifters and karma.
Play some music and I'll get naked. Oh, TikTok Queenie, there you go. You brought this up as a distraction. Nobody even knew about Size Sister till you. Really? Okay. No.
Wrong.
Nobody. We did not know about Size Sister till she came over here. And we've got evidence of that. So shut the fuck up.
Know what you're talking about before you open your tray.
Oh, look at that. Okay. They have your back right now on Keisha's panel. KK was brought in to bring Ryan down. She's the one who introduced Wilson as Ryan's biggest grifter. Yes, I get that, Jock. Okay, Bethy, were you here the night that Psyconic came in and talked about her sister? I don't remember who all was here.
God, here's a oh, Lord.
Mandy Lands, look at you, Mandy Lands. You're always in the shit, aren't you? I remember, Mandy, when you and Zora and Amber J had the account together that was supposed to be Dreamer, and you were going to set her up for Babygate. I remember that. Why do you expect anybody to listen to any fucking shit you say? I don't have Psyconic blocked. She had my JFK Annie account blocked, so let's get it all straight. Because I was going to help this woman find her sister or put her in touch with the representatives that came here to Ohio to depose Les Wexner. I had all the contact information for their offices. Jasmine Crockett is the biggest one. Here's what's going on. Every single one of these that have been in the drama shit for the past 2 years, they're scared now. Because the Discord that they were all in, that is exposed, and Gypsy exposed it. And Gypsy exposed herself using it to target creators. And Morbid is exposed now. When he went after Audrey, he exposed himself. And everybody sees him for what he is. So 2 years ago when I said something's going on, and some people are working with Christie, or I don't know what they're doing, but they're dirty and you can't trust them, and they're not here for the right reasons. They're not here for educating the public. They're not here for justice for Dee Dee. They are here for their own agenda. That's coming to pass, and you're all seeing it now. So look at them trying. Look at them trying to change the fucking story. Mimi and Pretzi? Jesus, that's a hard. Hey, how many fucking accounts do you bitches have? Huh?
God, I wish I had that much spare time.
Now, I knew this. I did not know, Jacques, that this is what was coming. But Aurora, the goddess, said, I'm not going to warn you about what's coming. You know, here's the thing. Y'all don't think it through. You really don't. You do not think this shit through. So when you come at me, understand you're coming at someone who has studied and been linked to political operations for 15 years. You're coming at someone who, Roger Stone, who is Donald Trump's, the President of the United States handler, who was mentored by Roy Cohn. Go Google that shit. Okay? That man came after me. All right? That man told people that he wants to set me on fire. The little boys who work for him that were investigated by the Jan 6 committee. Why? Because Roger Stone plotted that with the Proud Boys. That's why Roger Stone was deposed by the Jan 6 committee, and he took the fifth 50 times. That's why Alex Jones was. And he took the fifth 50 times. And guess where all those transcriptions from all of that shit is? In one of my goddamn archives. You have no idea who I am. You're going to just lie about me and think you're going to get away with it. You really think you're going to get away with it? You think you're going to threaten me with a lawsuit and think that's just going to fly? All of you. I want your lawyers' names. I want your lawyers' names.
You're gonna get us right.
Right fucking now. I want your lawyers' names. Hang on a second. Go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves. I got to find something.
Can I just say I hate these bitches?
Period.
Okay, goodbye.
Stay in your lane.
Who was... Stay in my lane. I am in my lane. I'm always in my lane. My lane just happens to be all over the place. Okay? My lane happens to be very
Let
organized.
me tell you a story. AI Psy is not blocked. She can come in here.
I don't even know who AI... Oh, is that
That's
Psyconic?
backup.
Okay.
Oh,
See, I didn't even know that.
On her regular or her backup.
well, she's got multiple backup.
But you're not going to have 16 other skanks in the chat on the panel yapping on your behalf. It ain't happening. Not tonight.
I mean,
Push me today.
be a big girl. You a big girl.
I want
Such a
that.
waste of time.
I want those harassment papers, whatever lawsuit, whatever you're going to think you can charge me with. I want them this week. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to give you a week. I'll give you till Wednesday.
Wait, who said they're going to do a lawsuit against you, Annie?
I guess Psyconic.
Harassment
Oh, shut your
from her
mouth.
family. Yeah, well, we wouldn't know unless Annie made it public.
Please let go.
Wrong.
Or I will research every time Psyconic is associated with my Facebook
She came in here
was
unannounced and blew her wad.
live at the end. Yeah, you just this lady. Wow. Great sister. She's been traumatized.
What? Nobody would know if it wasn't for Annie, but why is it supposed to be a secret? Yeah.
Yeah, and if
Wait, who's
the troll account made by for her sister about her sister, where did Annie troll? Where?
I had no idea who this woman was.
Show where she's been
I would
trolling that account. Show it.
She came in here twice. Are you kidding me?
nobody would know about her sister if it wasn't for me. Yeah, I just all of a sudden discovered this person has a missing sister.
There's articles on the internet about it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's
And I
because
took it
it's
upon myself to create this group.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever.
within 24 hours, you did it, Annie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. See how
Annie,
my
you
Wi-Fi
are
thing.
in
Yeah.
their heads. You are in their heads. Everything
Yeah.
you said was
No,
gonna blow up. Is
I'm not just in their
blowing
heads.
up.
I
It's
have crawled
exactly
up.
what you said.
I have crawled up all of their asses and I'm festering.
I mean, you called it
Yeah,
the beginning
exactly,
of the
Sarah.
week what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Here's Audrey. Here's the Discord. Is anybody putting money on Annie? I am.
Let me get my photos. Yeah, I'm getting to them because I've never lied about any of this. I have no reason to. I have no reason. I don't have a vested interest. I don't have an emotional investment in any of these women. But
I mean, she has multiple things to talk about besides Gypsy Rose. You guys are a one-trick
yeah.
pony.
Gypsy
One-trick
Rose is
pony.
Gypsy Rose is not interesting, okay? Not one bit interesting.
Okay, I'm just blocking these people that are running back and forth.
I mean, honestly, if somebody was smart, Annie, and they were true crime and wanted to have a career, they could learn from you, use your content. These people could really make an alliance.
None of these people need to even get into true crime because they're listening to this dumbass talk.
They've got no discernment. They're just told what to say.
27, and they're not questioning it.
And that was my question exactly in that chat today. I said, you guys do these background checks. You're such good researchers, right? Digging up this material on Wilson. Why aren't you looking for Psychonic's missing
Stop
sister?
using it for evil and use it for something good. There's an idea.
What did they say to that, Annie?
They said, well, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, they said.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with that.
No,
well, that's interesting.
They're only brave behind keyboards, right?
Mm-hmm. They're keyboard warriors. I am not.
This
I'm
little
not a
pain in
keyboard
the ass is
warrior.
the last thing I want to be talking about. 28 followers, 46 following. Okay. Scroll by.
Was that no job Ryan that you're blocking?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll block whoever I fucking want. Why should I let
Exactly.
you in?
Why
You're
don't they want
trolling.
help? That's a great question.
No job Ryan. Geez, let me guess. You linked to Katie Cakes. It's real interesting too that Psyconic came over here and did that on my live. We all just, pursued it, tried to help her and shit about her sister. And then a
Yep.
week later, she's doing all of this. 2 weeks later, Ken's jumping up in her live. 2 weeks later, she's best friends with Katie Cakes.
Yep. Then Bree.
All of a sudden. And then we got No Job Ryan, who is in here.
Profile picture.
Telling me? Yeah.
That's a beaut.
Guess what, y'all? You're not invisible. You don't hide well. All right? I know you're scared of me. I get it. Lots of people are scared of me. And rightfully so. Because I will call you on your shit. I will expose your shit. And you know that. And you know that I will be able to expose your shit. And you know that people will believe me. I don't know what they think they're going to do if they come over here. This is my domain. This isn't a democracy. This isn't an open discussion. This is my domain. I control it. Do you goddamn fucking understand that I am a dominatrix? Come on, you bitches want to play. Play with me. I've never lied about anything. I've never hidden anything. Never. That's why the ones that are hiding are scared of me. Because they see this is falling. And they see that Gypsy is exposing every single one of them that links to them. And that they know that they are going to go down, and Gypsy's probably going to skate. But they're going to go down. Yes, Cheeky, I was a dom. Long time ago. All right. A very long time ago. In the 90s. But you never lose it.
Nope. You step on one spot, you'll step on any.
That's why I understood what I was seeing when I learned about Gypsy's multiple characters and what she was doing with them with Nick. And then when I found out about 2011 and Dan Gladwell, I understood exactly what she was doing. And then when I learned that she was in Deviant Art, I knew exactly what she was doing. I knew the chat room she was in because I used Deviant Art. I used that artwork to decorate my various online places. I know, Sarah, I saw that. Mia got engaged. Gypsy's going to come unhinged. It's all, because that's Gypsy's trigger, everyone. Mia is Gypsy's trigger.
There's about to have some rough times ahead
Yeah.
of him. Woo!
It's going to come apart. It's going to all come apart now. So all of you that helped her,
She's gonna be jip hipping for that ring. You better watch out, Kenny.
I warned you. We all tried to warn you. I warned you guys years ago. I warned you. I don't care anymore. I have no empathy. None of you get a redemption tour. I'm not going to make up and mediate and discuss it endlessly. I am not going to go over on your panels and let you build drama around me? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to collect every single one of you. Because I know the trolls that come over here. I know who's with who. I'm going to collect you all, and then I'm going to cross-reference you. And then when this goes to legal in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to send every single bit of it to those lawyers. That's what I'm going to do. So, Psyconic, Katie Cakes, are you in this? Because I'm putting you in my discovery and depositions.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Okay. So, yeah. Send me the harassment charges this week. I want them at the end, by the end of this week. Actually, I want them by Wednesday. I want them by Wednesday. Because then what I can do is I can start the discovery process where I send interrogatories and ask for all the information and everything that you're linked to. And I'll find out if y'all have been working with Gypsy all this time. I will find out if our information is in that Discord. If my father's picture, for instance, is in that Discord. I'll find out. I know they're friends, per Katie Whisper. I've got a screenshot where Katie says, I love ya, Psyconic. That was a fast friendship. Because when you came over into my live and talked about your sister that night, you didn't know Katie Cakes.
Supposedly, allegedly, entertainment.
By the next week, you were best friends. By the next week, you were best friends. See, you all did not play this very well. You played this very stupidly. You joined up with each other too fast. And everybody started looking, the audience out here that doesn't give a shit about all of your personal shit, the audience watched it. And they started asking questions. What's going on? Why are they linked to that person? Why is that person on their panel now and they're talking nice to each other when a few months back they were attacking each other? A few months back they were saying SWAT was being sent to your homes and your children were being threatened. But now you're all getting along. So forget about your children being threatened. Screw that they have all your information in a Discord, and Gypsy Rose Blanchard had access to that information. What'd she do with it? Who did she encourage? Because we see by these leaks that Gypsy is sending her followers to attack people, targeting people. Who did Gypsy give our personal information to? That's what will be in my discovery. And you'll have to answer that. You'll have to answer it or you will be sanctioned by the court. Now, when little Jacob Engels had his defamation case and he didn't answer his discovery, he was sanctioned by the court every day. Guess what he owes the court now? $500,000. That's on top of the $200,000 judgment that was awarded against him. How much money you have, Psyconic? I want the harassment charge. I want the lawsuit in my mailbox by Wednesday. You want to know what happened when Carmine Savastino said that I didn't have a fire and that I committed insurance fraud and that I was not Andrea Skolnick? I was actually a puppet account for Robert Morrow. Do you want to know what happened? Do you? He had a website that had all that posted there, lies about me, claiming that my fire never happened because he never saw the paperwork for it. I got his website removed. You want to know what happened when Judith Baker lied about me? You want to know how I fucking handle bullshit lies about me? Do you?
Hey, you got a co-host suggestion for Ruby.
Yep. Okay, I don't know who this Ken's ex hair is.
It's Ken's ex hairbrush. I'm letting them sit until they mess up or whatever.
Okay, I think I've seen them before.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent account, so I'm just waiting to see.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones that mock her, and I'm all for them. Go. Because I know those get to her. They crawl up her butt. Especially the ones that mock her about Ken.
Years
There's
ago,
Kitty again.
co-hosting with Kitty.
Yeah, that means they're watching. Hi, Jip Jip. How you doing? How you doing, Jips? So, over a year ago now, when I told you that I was going to stay here on TikTok and I was going to educate people about what you did to Nick, and that I was going to educate about 2011 and everything you did there with Dan Glidewell and how that dismantles the Munchausen defense. When I said that, how did it go for me? How'd I do? Huh? There's Candy.
Oh my God.
There's Kitty, Candy. Well, let's remind everybody who Kitty is. Kitty is the little girl character that Gypsy used for daddy-daughter play. Probably when she was in that Facebook group, Dominant Daddy Little Girl Safe Playground. But she was in other FetLife groups too, where she used the little girl character with older men. That's probably what she was using to blackmail the older men at VisionCon when she was sending naked pictures. Candy is the sexual side. Well, they were all sexual sides, but Candy was the main sexual side. We haven't seen much about Candy. Ruby is the evil side. You know, the one that wants to torture women, sharpens her claws. The one that wanted to give the the 13-year-old to the vampire daddy. Yeah, that's Ruby. Demona is the one that kept threatening Nick that he was going to take Gypsy away. But all of them, I learned about them in like 2017, and I understood what she was doing with them. Dee Dee, co-host with Dee Dee. Yes, Pinky. It's a, the only reason I'm dealing with it is because I have a background in what I do. I am who I've told you that I am. And on Facebook in 2008, I was recruited to Facebook and asked to be a part of all of these JFK groups. What I did not know at the time is that a lot of those were being infiltrated by political operators. I did not know that then. I discovered it in 2011 when I discovered the fake accounts, the network of fake accounts that it would end up linking to the Russian bots in 2016 behind the Trump campaign. You know, I know all of you women. I know who my people are, guys. I do. I know who my people are. And I know exactly what's going to come after me. But here's the thing, guys. Here's what I need from you. I just need you to be here every night so that I can close out my day talking to people that I like. That's all I need. I need to close out my day having good conversations and knowing that I'm not alone. That's all I need. I know what's coming for me because these bitches in the Gypsy verse, everything they have tried to do to create drama has just blown up in their face. That's why they need to do new drama every week. I'm this week's drama, but I'm not going to play with them. I can verify what Psyconic did, that she came to us. I can verify that in 5 minutes. So all they're doing over there is lying. And everybody's seeing them. Everybody is watching them lie. So, doesn't matter. This is going to fall apart too. Psyconic, I want those legal papers in my mailbox. I might be nice and give you till Friday, but no, I'm going to give you till Wednesday. Okay, hang on a second, Pinky. Mimi said that Psyconic came to me talking about her sister, or that I came in there talking about her sister. Yes, Bethy, it's exactly what it is. Oh, so Mimi is verifying now that she came over. How does Mimi know? How does Mimi know unless Mimi has been watching me all this time?
Of course, Psyconic was there. What account did she use? Because it wasn't Psyconic. Because I was watching who's coming in and out.
Yes, True Crime Fight Club or something like that. That's Mimi. Okay, I'm going to ask again. Are you seeing it? Pretty sure you are. What they'll do is they'll just change their names. But by now we recognize their voices. Okay? Now, 2 years ago, when I was saying Sir Morbid's dirty, y'all better pay attention to who he is and what he's doing. 2 years later, here we are. How successful do you think they're going to be in discrediting me? In just making up lies about me? How successful do you think they're going to be? So, I'm just going to let them dig a deeper hole. That's it. Just going to let them dig a hole. Because that's what I do. I sit and I wait. And I am validated every time that I do that. I will be validated with this too, because I have too many witnesses. And I have the PMs. So is it interesting to you that the same people are in this that have been in every single fucking drama in the last 2 years? Started with the billboard shit. Then we had Babygate. We had all of the other little mishmash bullshit. You know, Pretzi and Legacy. Everything but Gypsy and Dee Dee. All of these. Same people. Now they're in this. Now they've come after me. Now they're saying lies about me. Every single one of you that are saying lies right now, those will get back to me. Somebody will record it. They will send it to me. And it will be used for my legal use. All right? You think you're invisible? You think you can do this over on TikTok and nothing's going to happen? Katie cakes. The only reason I know who Wilson is because she went to Hannah's panel and she defended you. When everybody was questioning you or challenging you, Wilson defended you. This shows who you are and always have been. So it shows that we were right about you. We were right to question you. So why you're coming over here? You think you're going to win this? Do this. Go look up Central Florida Post. It's a web newspaper in Florida. The young man who runs that is named Jacob Engels. His phone number is listed there on that webpage. Give him a call. Ask him who I am. Go ahead. I'll wait. Go ahead. Mock my interaction with Roger Stone a little bit more. Go ahead. Lie about me some more. Go ahead. Let's see how this ends. Oh, do you mean Katie Cakes? How she kicks off when anyone, yeah. When anyone, she didn't want challenged. And now Katie Cakes is going after Wilson. The only reason I know who Wilson is because Hannah told me who she was. Because I didn't see the live where Wilson was defending you. But I was on the live where you came up on Hannah, and Hannah put people out of her chat because they were asking you questions. One of Hannah's own mods, Sparkles, was asking you questions, and I think Hannah muted her or something, or told her to stop. Hannah protected you that day. And then you went on Justin and said that was the worst live that you were on. I defended you, Katie Cakes. I told you. Do you remember? When I told you, go away. If Ryan is lying about you, go get the emails that you have with him, the messages. Come back from a position of strength and just prove that he's lying. That's what I said to you. I apologized if you took anything that I said as wrong or negative. Now I don't. I take that apology back because now we see who you are. So Katie Cakes, I'd like to hear from your attorney too if you're making allegations. Are you threatening me? Did you threaten me, Katie Cakes? Somebody came in here and said that you threatened me. Did you threaten me, Katie Cakes, on a live today on TikTok? Hmm? Did you threaten me? Because I have screenshots and video of you over on Bree and Shanna's panel. Remember, as soon as you jumped off Becca, you went over to Shanna and Bree? Remember that? Because that was probably to discredit Becca, to get people to question Becca. Because you've all wanted to take her down. But since you jumped over on Bree and Shanna's panel, that brings them into it. Okay, so did you just threaten me? Yes, Bethy. I told you all where it was going to go. 2 years ago, I said, all of these people over here that are starting all this drama, they're going to be eating each other's faces off. And that's where we at. Because they're all going to try to save themselves now. They're all going to try to distance from what they did. Their part in it. But they can't. Because every bit of it's documented. What did you think you were going to accomplish by coming at me like this? What did you think you were going to accomplish by lying? Especially lying about the way this started. When I have this many witnesses and I have messages talking about you coming over here, talking about where did you go? Did your account get banished? Us trying to find you. I've got it all documented. What do you think you're going to accomplish by saying that I'm harassing your family, that you never asked me for my help? Hmm? Do you really think I can't validate every single word that comes out of my mouth? Everything that I do online? Considering I have been validating everything and keeping track of everything since the 90s. You think I'm just going to stop because I'm over here in the Gypverse? Do you think I'm going to change my ways? I don't fucking get it. You know, this could have been real simple all you fuckers. Just leave us alone. You could have made that decision. Leave us alone. But you couldn't because you had to do Gypsy's dirty work. So now this is the end result of all of you doing Gypsy's dirty work.
And find out.
Well, I told you. I said Gypsy's going to blow this up when she's got nothing else. She's going to blow this up and she's going to throw all of you to the wolves. Every single one of you. I told Bree that when Bree was pretending to be Mimi with the towel on her head. Hi, Gone Wandering. There's a trail of everything you did. There's a digital trail of everything you did. Because what did they do over here? People recorded all of it. They've kept track of all of it. And you don't know who is with who. You have no idea. There have been people, moles in that Discord, and they're giving it all to Becca now. They're leaking it out. You think that the stuff Becca has put on her videos, recent videos, is all she has? Do you think that? Do you think these moles that have been in the Discord all this time have not given it to certain people, and they've not given them everything? Do you really? Okay, Gone Wandering, that was the claim that Psyconic told us, that yes, the FBI said the sister was found. That's what was publicized in the press, but that the family still has not seen this sister since. But here's the thing. I want everybody to understand. This isn't about Psyconic and her sister, whatever that, okay? This is that Psyconic came over here specifically and told me that the FBI gave her FOIAs that said her sister was last seen with Les Wexner. All right? That's the important part. That's what got me involved, where she was pretending not to know who he was. And I told her exactly who he was. I told her that he just had his deposition here in Columbus. I told her that I would put her in touch with Jasmine Crockett's office, and she could send all those FOIAs to Jasmine Crockett. I told her that I would put her in touch with everybody that was at, all the representatives that were at Les Wexner's deposition, because they want this information. She brought up Southern Transport, the plane. Supposedly the sister was on the plane. Southern Transport is where these models were flown to islands and things. Southern Transport was also the plane that connects to the arms running in Iran-Contra. Because Les Wexner connects to organized crime, and he connects to the arms running in Iran-Contra. Would you like to have all my information that I have saved in my fucking databases about Iran-Contra? Would you? Or Watergate? Or any other historical fucking thing that I've studied for the past year since I was 13 years old? And started online in the late 80s, early 90s, and started saving everything on fucking floppy disks, then took it to CD-ROMs. Do I have to show you my thousands of CD-ROMs that had thousands of books and web pages on them? You seriously bitches think you're going to come over here on TikTok and say JFK Annie's a liar? She's harassing my family. And that's going to fly. You seriously think that's going to fly? Okay. Do your best. Do your damnedest. I want those harassment charges in my mailbox from an attorney. Go ahead, Independent.
Queen Annie, I just sent you 9 photos that I just found off the top of my head of the night we spent with Sai, because I screenshotted some things so I could research for her. So anyway, enjoy.
Okay, where
Call
did you
me,
send
call
them?
me
To
baby
my
Annie.
TikTok?
Yes.
Did you send them
And I
to
just sent
my
him to B.
TikTok? Okay. Okay.
Yes. And those are just the 10 that popped up. The ones that where my Facebook got hacked are a whole different things. Those are just Sai and her sister when she showed us right before you got blocked, because her sister came up with that.
Okay.
You
Gone
remember
wandering.
the cross.
They're saying what in Keisha's live? They accusing me of something?
I mean, Annie, don't you think this is kind of funny that everybody's like making their name on you? I mean,
Um,
Hmm?
no, they're saying,
they
oh,
are.
sorry.
If you weren't relevant, why are they all here?
No.
Uh,
Okay. Go
they're,
ahead. Go ahead,
they're,
Gone. Go
yeah, they're
ahead.
saying, they're saying something we already know, and that she was found 6 months ago, and she was fine, and she did not want to come back to the family. So
Right.
anything more that you look into it, you're digging into things you don't belong.
And that's cool. We stopped digging into it when she disappeared
That
2 months ago.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still
that is
they're still
bananas.
stuck back on the 6 month thing. They don't have all the research Annie has done.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. Psyconic herself said, "Don't let the story of my sister die, please." Psyconic knew that I was making
Yep.
the page. Okay.
She said her family thanks
The
you so
Facebook.
much. Nobody will help her. Nobody. They've tried for so long.
And I tried to tell them that I was in your live the night it
I've got
happened
my
from the
text to
moment she
Jasmine
walked
Crockett
in
too.
until we got bananaed. I told them I was there every minute. I know exactly what went on.
Yep.
But they didn't want to hear none of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too real.
I like you.
They want to believe their lies. They want to keep the drama going because why? Because the gifts keep rolling in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is about money. This isn't about helping anybody. This isn't because they care about anybody. It has nothing to do with any of that. These creators are making money. Just go ask Hannah. She has a way to look it
They're
up.
just trying
And
to
if
stay
you look in the
relevant.
last 10 days at their different accounts, you will see the god awful money. I watched Wilson make $300 in one live. This is
Wow.
about money. Grift.
Did they just block you?
Yep.
Independent? Yeah.
I actually
Okay.
screen recorded when I
Who?
went in.
Did who block me? I don't know. None of my
I
business.
thought you were just blocked. You were over in a live. I thought you just got blocked. Okay. There you go. There's me.
No.
There's B. There's Independent. This is Psyconic. I gave her the big fucking screen. She posted that picture.
Yeah.
Well, that's my thing. She posted that picture of her sister. We all said she's beautiful.
Yeah, I have that one
told her
too.
that I told her those markings on her sister are ritualistic and symbolic. All right, so that's where she was She was putting all this shit up. Okay, and
Take us to
telling us all
that
about it. Here,
site, Black Cat.
there you go. There's a Black Cat modeling. She had
The
us look
one,
into all of that.
the
Black
one with
Cat
the
modeling.
And honestly, I was not screenshotting to be weird at all. I was screenshotting so I could research later, and I did. I mean,
Yes,
exactly.
that's what we
me
do.
too. Exactly.
right.
I
I
wasn't
didn't know.
being
I didn't
creepy.
know
I
it was going
wasn't
to
being
end.
creepy at all.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to
Right.
end. I thought we were going to do some research, so I was trying to get as much information as I could, so I could go out on my own. But then
Mm-hmm.
she disappeared.
No, what I did is I made. I think it's still up. I don't know. I called Where is Tess? Smith, I made a TikTok account and I made a Facebook group. Where is Tess Smith? I have since changed that, but all the stuff that I put in there is there. She knew I was making it. I told her I was making it. She thanked
The
me.
irony that she spent 4 hours on the phone with you, thanking you profusely, and then she goes to her followers and is like, "She won't leave me alone. She's a bully."
Yes.
Like, these people are idiots. Like, they're not
Yes.
even good actors. Like, next.
Blows up in their face. Then it's, oh, well, no,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the victim. Yeah, no wonder
Okay.
everybody's the
This zombie mom who burst on the scene, how did she pop up? Well, geez, she had audio of Gypsy. Now, Gypsy's just giving audio to everybody? No, Gypsy gives shit to people that she wants it to get out. So Zombie Mom has always been working with Gypsy. She tried to get Audrey to put it out.
NPG too, doesn't she?
Yes, and so Zombie Mom told me that she's connected to NPG Cornerstone, but nobody knows that. And then she stopped talking to me when I challenged her, and she said, Nick, NPG Cornerstone and Nick want nothing to do with you. It's never going to happen. I never wanted to be anything with Nick or NPG Cornerstone. I don't trust them. So now I believe that Zombie Mom came from Gypsy, and I believe that NPG Cornerstone is Gypsy. That's what I believe, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
Zombie Mom, in my opinion, came around the same time that you had that NPG Cornerstone up that night on live.
Mm-hmm.
Because she tried to give me a follow after that, and I didn't know who she was, and I've never allowed her on my page.
Mm-hmm. Do you see how it's all blowing up in their faces? And here's why. Because it's based on a castle of sand, okay? It's lies. Just like Gypsy's lies blow up in her face. Their lies blow up in their face. Bree and Shenna and all of them have been protecting a lie for 2 years. They have been attacking us and harassing
Don't
us.
you think that?
To put,
Don't you think that there's something they're very scared of? Because this attack has been, the last week and a half. I feel like something is coming up that they're wanting to pivot from. I mean, I know there's a lot of people doing a lot of information, but well, they know you're going to look into her Fet life, and like, I'm sure that is not something they want you looking into, you little mommy dommy.
Well, here's the thing. 2 years ago, I was doing something that nobody else was. I was challenging Sir Morbid. Now, all of these people over here, all of these women over here that are attacking me, some of them are Morbid's mean girls who have been up on his panel all the time for years. Okay? So, now they want to mediate. They want to get along. They want all of us to forget the past 2 years. Even if they did not attack you personally, if you're over here talking about Gypsy in chat rooms, whatever, if you're anyway connected to this Gypverse true crime community, which it's not, you're a true crime community, but you have no interest in looking for a missing person, a missing sister of someone who's in your group. Okay, whatever. I can call myself a, albatross. Doesn't mean that's what I am. And I have never misrepresented who and what I am. From the beginning, I have given you my real identity. I've given you access to my work. Now, I have not let all of you in my page. Lois is on my actual Facebook account because I can trust Lois's heart. Because Lois came to me and she was down the rabbit hole of Q. Now, I've talked to a lot of people that are down that, and they can be resistant to my own sister-in-law from my first marriage. She's still not out of it. And she was in Mensa. She was a genius. And she fell so down deep She doesn't even talk to her family anymore. That's the insidious part. We've lost family to that shit, okay? That are never coming back to us. And so, Lois started asking questions, and I just gave her the information. I didn't push it on her. I didn't say, you've got to understand and believe this. I just say, here you go. There it is. And she was brave enough to drop her ego at the door and go and look and seek the information. So Lois is welcome here anytime. I don't even care if she's still a Trumpster. I don't care. All right? Seriously, I don't. I don't care. My sister is a Trumpster. I'm not going to throw her away. We have not had a relationship all our life because our mother kept us apart. I've just reconnected with her. I'm not going to throw this woman away. We're going to reconnect being sisters. All of the good things that I remember about her, like her protecting me in school when bullies knocked me down, and her gang came and picked the kid up and knocked him against the wall, picked him up off the fucking floor, and said, "That's my sister. Nobody touches her." And she didn't even like me. So, but, that's what I remember. I remember my sister, the badass, and she had a hard life. She did not have an easy life. She had to be the mother. She never got to have a childhood. So I'm going to reconnect on that level. I'm never going to throw her away. All right? But this kind of shit, you people that are connecting with Gypsy and that are doing her dirty work, and you're harassing us and lying about us, that's a whole other story. You do not get to say you're sorry. You do not get to explain anything. You do not get to threaten me with a lawsuit and think you don't have to come through. You don't get to threaten me with anything and think I won't follow up on that shit. So come on. Send the legal papers right now because I want my I'm starting on my discovery Monday. I'm starting on my interrogatory questions Monday. Everything I'm going to ask. Okay, Wandering. None of them have shown you who they are. None of them will put their face on their shit. None of them will take you over to their personal lives. All right, but when actual accusations of this is what Sweet as Honey did. Sweet as Honey went to her page and said that I work for the Blanchards. She said that I sent that hocus pocus woman that faked the death of her baby. I sent her to threaten them. That I was harassing them, stalking them, threatening them. Same thing. It's interesting that everybody that's come after and made allegations about me ended up over with Bree and them. That's a real interesting. Fancy Miss Ellie calling me a bully and a liar. Real cozy the other day up on Bree and Shenna. Look where it's coming from. Look at the attack on Audrey and how vicious that was. They actually accused her of harming her own child. And she had to stop and prove that she didn't. Why? Audrey didn't have to do that. But she did. Because Audrey's authentic. At the end of every day, all we have is our personal integrity. That's it. I need to look in the mirror and say, okay, were you effective today? Were you productive? Were you honest? Did you help someone? Or were you selfish? Did you lie? Did you deceive anyone? I have to have the answer to that question every day. Because when I go to sleep, I'm the one I look at. I'm comfortable every night. I am comfortable with everything I've ever done. I have one regret in my life. if I ever hurt my sons. My son was having some issues when he was in the 4th grade, and I took the side of the teacher, and I shouldn't have, because she was a witch, and I shook him, and I locked myself in the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and I saw my mother, and it scared me to death. That's the one regret I have. And I've already made amends with him. I don't need to make amends with any of you bitches that are lying and doing Gypsy's dirty work. No. I don't need to understand you. Okay? I don't need to explain you. I don't care. Yes, Teresa, that's exactly what they're doing. This is all a distraction. Every bit of this is a distraction from the Foyas, because the Foyas destroy the Munchausen defense. They take Gypsy out. No, this is, this is obvious what it is. It's obvious. And when you see them building this nonsense around somebody like me, I mean, just that outright lie that I'm harassing her family, that she never asked me to look into this. She did ask me, and I've got all these witnesses that she asked me. For them, this isn't about Gypsy at all, because they're distracting for Gypsy. But now it's all blowing up in their face. Nothing works. Every bit of it's blowing up in their face. And the audience is gone. The audience is going away. They do not care. I know, Teresa. I've got witnesses that were here. I've got messages about what I'm going to do. Independent and B and I all talked after that. Sharing shit. Sharing screenshots. And then that night, Psyconic dropped. She disappeared. Her page was gone. So we thought she got bananaed, okay? I got suspended. The Mae Russell account got suspended because we were posting pictures, the modeling pictures, and they went almost naked of her sister. So that, I got suspended that night. We kept looking for 2 days. We looked for Psyconic. Is she back? Where is she? We wanted to make sure she was okay. So then she came back, and she had my JFK Annie account blocked. Then they made contact with her. Then she never came back to our live to further discuss it or whatever. I made the Facebook group. I shared it with everybody. I came over here and said, this is what I did based on the conversation with Psyconic. I made this. I'm going to make a YouTube page to go with it too, so that we can get the story out about her sister. She was fully aware that I was doing that. It wasn't a secret. Do I fucking keep anything secret? No, I do not. I don't do anything over here on the sly. Why the fuck should I take my time? I took 3 days out of that week to concentrate on building that stuff around her sister. Promoted it. Then the next week, she was in all this drama with somebody where she was threatening to throw people down mine shafts. Then the week after that, Ken is jumping in her chat. Didn't go up on panel, but jumped in her live. I messaged her about that. She messaged back. Then, the next week, she's over on fucking Shanna and Bree's panel. Comfortable as can be. How many of them have to join them, that side, for you to understand what this is? And has always been. It has been what I told you it was 2 years ago, when they called me a conspiracy theorist, and paranoid, and tinfoil hat. Bethy, I don't care if they come to their senses, no. Because if any of them have been working with Gypsy even for a day, 1 day, you're done. I'm exposing you. I don't care what she's saying, Teresa. I don't care. She's already lied when she said that she never asked us to do this because she did ask us. I want to know how she knew about that because I didn't know who she was. So I'd like to know how she knew about that Mae Brussel account that I was on for the very first time that night. And how she knew I was JFK Annie on that account. Because she was calling me Annie from the beginning. And there's people on here that do not know my other accounts. There's people that don't know the GRB FOIA account is me.
And maybe what Teresa is saying, that the family did tell her to stop talking about it on TikTok Live. And
Maybe they did.
and told her to stop and quit it. And now he's covering her. That is possible. That's
Yeah.
possible. Who knows? Honestly, at this
It
point,
could be
who
that
cares?
she used that, she used that to get attention over here.
Yep.
Maybe she didn't have followers or whatever, and she came over here to garner followers. I don't know. No, Beth Egypt is not going to pay for lawyers for the minions.
She can't even pay for her own.
Right. Nope, not at all. But here's what y'all just did. Y'all just, Psyconic, you're over there calling me a liar. Claiming that I harassed you. Okay, harassed your family. That's an allegation that I committed a crime. All right, that's what that is. It's a false accusation. You yourself are linked to Bree and Shenna. Through Bree and Shenna, you're linked to Gypsy because they advocate for Gypsy. And that's on the legal record now, too, because when Bree was pulled over, what did she say? I advocate for Gypsy Rose Blanchard. That's already in legal papers, legal documents, okay? So that allows me to pull forward. You want to sue me? Sue me. Because that allows me to request every single bit of everything that has ever been on Bree and Shenna's lives and on Gypsy's lives and in any Discord that they're associated with. That's what that allows me to ask for in discovery. What's your lawyer's name? Katie Cakes, do you have a lawyer? Because I heard you just threatened me. What are you threatening me with? You think you're the big bad? Do you? You think you're the big bad? You think you're worse than Roger Stone, who wants to set me on fire? Has wanted to set me on fire, evidently, since 2015. Do you? You think you're the big bad? Who else did Roger Stone threaten? Well, let's see, those congressmen he threatened to execute. He's on audio doing that. Oh, he threatened Donald Trump. He threatened to beat up Jared Kushner. He's in a car. We've got video of him threatening Jared Kushner, calling Ivanka the abortionist daughter, threatening Donald Trump. Okay, who deactivated
I don't know. This
the
feels
account?
really Roger to me. I just think it's just too suspicious that she comes in and after the Epstein files first come out, comes in your live, after we get hacked, doesn't follow up, gets all this clout afterwards, and nobody else in the Gypverse will even touch it. They're like, oh, we're not touching that. It seems like a trap to me, Annie. Sounds like, I mean, who knows if it's the Gyp monster machine or adjacent Roger. This is the same,
Yes,
this
I
is
saw
some
that.
evil stuff.
I
This
saw
is
that,
malicious.
Well, come on, girls. Come on. If you think I do not know
You think
what you're going to do before you do it, yeah. Oh, did AI side deactivate her account?
Yeah. No. She does that all the time. She freaks out, crashes out, and then she's back.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to do this
Is
tonight.
she on a live
I really
tonight?
didn't. I think they were. Apparently, Katie Cakes and they were on a
Okay.
live. Katie Cakes threatened me vaguely about, I don't know about what. And Cy said I was looking for a lawsuit or whatever. So I'm waiting for the lawsuit. Please be quick
I can't
about
even
that
picture Katie
because,
threatening. That's funny.
yeah, they probably blocked you, Pinky. Y'all want to build drama around me? It's not going to work because I can validate everything I say. So,
Kish was calling her out. Oh,
well, from the get-go, if she's saying that she never started this, that she never asked us to do anything about her sister, how would we have the fucking black cat modeling things if she didn't give them to us? What was she doing giving that shit if she didn't want us to follow up on what black cat modeling was?
we went through the entire agenda because I was like, what was I saying? What was I was like suicide daughters or something like that. I was like, what's that?
Yes.
Thinking it was maybe, I don't know, a non-for-profit, and you
No,
guys were like, oh
B,
no.
hold on. B knows what that is.
It's Suicide Girls. It's
Suicide girls.
tattooed, punk rock,
Right.
porn, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She was showing all the pictures of her sister. Then I went over to the two sites and I took screenshots of all those pictures and I had them in a file. And then I told her that night, I said, here's what I can do for you. I build data dumps. I build public archives on Facebook. I will create a group about your sister. And that's what I did. Now she's acting now like she had no idea that that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, she was like, we keep trying, and it just keeps coming to a dead end. I don't know what else to do.
But here's the thing, she specifically
My family has a
mentioned,
Facebook page. Yeah, she went to the
right.
whole thing.
She specifically mentioned Les fucking Wexner.
But I could have just gotten my crystal ball out and pulled all of this shit out of the air, and we could have just run with it because what else do we have to do with it?
Now, who's involved in all of this, everybody? Who's involved in this? Well, the same people that brought us Babygate. Mandy, the same person that was on that account, the three of them, Zora, Amber J, and Mandy, that was pretending to be Dreamer. And they were blaming that Dreamer put the pictures out. Now, who posted that fake account and said, it's Dreamer. See, here's the evidence. It's Dreamer. That would be Mimi. Remember Babygate? You forget it? It was just a month ago. All right? Now, the same people are in this.
Dramas to pay attention to since then.
Well, Teresa, this is what I do. I build public resources
She knew
online.
what she looked into. She knew it.
I mean,
Okay,
the world
I
is
have-
going up in flames, and this is how these people want to spend their time.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I've explained to you how I have all this stuff on Facebook about Roger Stone and every person connected to Roger Stone, which meant the Mueller investigation, which meant the Jan 6 committee, which meant all the little boys who work for him, which is the Proud Boys leader, Enrique Tarrio, who actually ran Roger's social media. All right. That's in the legal record too, because we learned that in Roger's trial in 2019. These boys worked out of Roger's house. They had access to his computers and his social media and his phone where he had all his fucking clients on it. All right. Roger's phone, there's a picture of it in the Willard Hotel where Tyler Nixon is in that phone. Joel Greenberg is in that phone. Who are those two men? Tyler Nixon is Roger's old attorney. He's his mouthpiece. Tyler Nixon is on Facebook saying that I'm not me. I'm a puppet account for Robert Morrow. Tyler Nixon is on Twitter saying that I'm Robert Morrow. Tyler Nixon is sitting in private chats that are linked to my JFK groups. Exposed all of that. Okay? Now, who is Joel Greenberg? Joel Greenberg is the guy that attacked Brian Butte, my friend Brian Butte in Florida, connected to the Matt Gaetz investigation, the Venmo girls. Matt Gaetz, it was supposed to be Attorney General. All right? Brian found my shit in 2021. I've been working with him and helping him since then. He just messaged me today. Now, I build data dump groups that hold information. I've got 300 of them over on Facebook. You fucking bitches think you can play with me? I don't know what you mean, Teresa, by what the deal is with Alex Jones. Alex Jones is a shyster. William Cooper told us he was a shyster years ago, decades ago. Alex Jones did the Sandy Hook stuff. So my interaction with Alex Jones is he was in my Facebook groups in 2013, along with Roger Stone and Jerome Corsi and Judith Baker and all of them, Oliver Stone, okay? We did not know what they were doing in 2013. We learned what they were doing in 2016. So when the Sandy Hook parents sued Alex Jones, friends of theirs asked for my assistance. I was in a private group with some of the Sandy Hook parents where we took down the websites that were talking about their children. As far as Alex Jones, he's a shyster, always has been. And he's running scared now, too, because he knows he's connected to a lot of shit via Roger Stone. Alex Jones and Roger Stone work together. They always have. And Roger Stone's little boys, Jacob Engels and Benjamin Frisbee and the rest of them, they work for InfoWars, which is Alex Jones. Oh no, Teresa, those Sandy Hook parents, they're still not left alone. They've had to move, they've had death threats. Their lives were just, they've not been able to mourn their children.
Yeah, losing their children wasn't enough.
Right. That's why I do what I do. If what I do just by collecting this information can help anyone out there, can help one person, but it's helped more than one person. So that's why I am public and transparent, because people have to trust me. And they will destroy you with your secrets. I knew that years ago. So I don't have any secrets. Why do you think I can come over here and talk about my past and my kinks and everything?
Yeah.
You know? I just did that to explain to you why I understood what Gypsy was doing. Because I was doing it. I knew what she was doing in those chat rooms because I was in those chat rooms. Okay? But see, Teresa, that's why I do what I do. I want to give you, and that's why I respect Lois so much. I want to give you the information to show you you've fallen down a rabbit hole. And the reason that all of this information is out there, it's disinformation, it's propaganda, is to change your perception, okay? To manipulate your perception so that these guys can continue doing what they're doing. Controlling our life, controlling the world, okay? Because if we're on to them, if we see them, then they can't do what they do. They can't be effective or productive. Well, I've been this way all my life, Teresa. I am blunt and I am honest. You know, I mean, I can introduce you to friends they're on my Facebook that were in high school with me. And, you know, when they would approach me, it would be basically like, what do you fucking want? What do you want from me? And so over here, I'm the same way because I'm talking about Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose does not want us to talk about her, and she sure as fuck doesn't want us to talk about these FOIAs that expose her down to her, you know, the pimples on her ass. They expose her. They dismantle the Munchausen defense. Once that is shown to the public, Gypsy has nothing. She has no empathy from the public. She has no story to weave. She has nothing. Now, she's also exposed this Discord that they have been using to store our personal information. Well, Teresa, I believe now that she is NPG. I believe that because Zombie Mom told me she was connected to NPG, and I had written to NPG a year ago, and I told NPG that the shit about Nick was coming up again, the murderous ideation, the stuff about, and I mentioned Dan Glidewell, and they said none of that matters, that Don Boker doesn't matter, and that Dan Glidewell doesn't matter. That's when I said I don't trust you, because they do matter. I know that Don Boker matters. Misinformation. I'm not giving any misinformation. Okay? So, yeah, I was restricted from misinformation. Yeah, so Zombie Mom told me she's connected to NBG Cornerstone. I know that Zombie Mom was trying to get other creators to put these audio out. I know that Gypsy wants that audio out. If she didn't want it out, she wouldn't be sending it to people. Okay? So Zombie Mom's always been working with Gypsy. And then when I wrote to NPG Cornerstone, they specifically posted that line from Game of Thrones. The lion does not concern itself with the opinions of sheep. Gypsy posted that same line in one of her posts. Somewhere on Facebook, TikTok, somewhere. Others have it for me, but I remembered that line. So NPG Cornerstone, I'm going to say it. You're Gypsy. You're still fucking with Nick. Okay? Come at me, Gypsy. Please come at me. Because I don't want to sue your little girls. I want to sue you. Make allegations, Gypsy. Make false charges against me. Come on. I've already got the shit that you saved in the Discord. How many are watching tonight out there, huh? One night I had 1,000 of you. I usually have anywhere from 300 to 500. How many are chicken shits are watching out there?
I'm sure there'll be a bunch tonight.
Mm-hmm. I am not making up with any of you.
No.
I am not going to explain anymore. None of you get a redemption tour. Okay? It's not going to happen. I'm going to burn it to the ground. All I want to do is karaoke over here. I want to play music with my girlfriends. I want to talk about all kinds of stuff. I want to talk about the Tyler Robinson case. I want to show you all my research from my entire life. That's all I want to do because people are interested in that shit. People are telling me, hey, Annie, what do you have? Do you have any information on this? Well, yes, I do. I've got every book written about Epstein. I've got every book written about Watergate. I've got every single book written about the JFK assassination on digital. I've got every book written about Manson. I've got all of the transcripts from the parole hearings for every Manson member. I have Tex Watson's original book. I have Susan Atkins' Child of Satan, Child of God, which, by the way, was in my Sunday school library. I was reading that book in my church because Tex Watson and Susan Atkins became Christians, built these ministries up, and made money off their story and off the murders. Just like Charles Colson made money and they built a ministry up around him after he got out of prison from his Watergate shit. So they wrote tons of books, and all those books were curriculum in these homeschooled Christian families, along with Focus on the Family, that taught that you had to break the spirit of your kids. Well, thing is, Bethy, my grace is wearing thin. Especially with these assholes over here. My grace is wearing thin. No, I don't. Independent, I don't get a break. It's always something. If it's not these gypsy assholes, it's Roger's assholes. I never get a break. Yes, Focus on the Family. That's what I was raised in. Zondervan, the Christian books, all of that. Harold Lindsay.
And as you can see,
Mike.
it worked real well. She was a dominatrix, so.
I think that kind of came naturally. I guess when I was a
Break
kid,
that spirit.
yeah, I was like an experiment. Due to my trauma, I stopped talking before kindergarten. So they held me back. They sent me to kindergarten and then they held me back. And then they put me in public school for a couple of years. And then they pulled me out of public school and put me in Catholic school. Well, the Catholic school was, they had us all, we were taught by nuns, but the priest would come in and you had to respect the priest and everything. And so they were teaching that you had to go through a chain. You couldn't just talk to Jesus or God. You had to go through saints or Mary, okay? Yeah, we studied for our first Holy Communion. And I did like the pomp and circumstance of the Catholic Church. I liked the ritual of it. I loved the dresses and everything.
Catholic.
Yeah, I wanted to have my first, at one point I wanted to be a nun because I just loved that cloistered lifestyle, okay? So, and I just wanted to be by myself. So that appealed to me. But when they said, you can't talk to Jesus, I stood right up in the class and I said, I talk to Jesus every night. I don't have to go through, I talk to Mary, but I talk to Jesus every night. So naturally, I was put from the class and, hands spanked with the ruler, and you don't talk to the priest like that. You don't disobey. Well, I was not one to just obey. So then my mother became born again, and she took us out of the Catholic Church, but she could never take the Catholic out of my dad, ever, okay? Never take that out of him. He still worked in the church with his mom and stuff, and that caused a rift in his family and her. But then we became born again, and we started going from church to church to church to church. Every day was church. And were in these independent, non-denominational churches that were all networked together. So our vacations in the summertime were to Virginia Beach or Florida to go to a church. There was a church in the round that was built on a partitions, and when the people danced, the church literally shook and rocked and bounced. Called the Church in the Round. We went to what was called Jesus in the Mud. It was like Woodstock for Jesus, and they had all of these Christian rock people, and the kids would stay in tents and the adults would stay in trailers. And when I was in the tent with those kids, I was never more at risk of being, yes, never more at risk.
Yep.
And it was fighting them off all the time, these Christian boys, fighting them off constantly. And it's just every day. And not just learn the Bible, learn every fucking Bible there was. I had every version of the Bible that I had to read. So finally it came to the point where they handed me a Reader's Digest version of the Bible, and I'm like, that's it. I'm done. That's it. Okay? We had Children's Bible. We had the Chick Tracts. We had, all of it. My life was spent learning that I was being groomed for a mission for God, being God's army. All right? So that's how I grew up. Things were kept from me. I was not allowed to read books unless they were sanctioned by the church. But interestingly enough, Susan Atkins' book was in the church library. All of Chuck Colson's books was in the school library. Mark Lane's The Strongest Poison about Jonestown was in my school library. Mike Warnke's The Saint and Seller in my school library. Teresa, I believe in what I call my higher power. I do not believe in the God that I was taught. Okay? Because, all right, I'm taught to believe that I'm in God's image, right? We're all in God's image, but not women, just men. I'm taught that, okay, when you ask why do bad things happen to good people? Well, that's because you have free will. Really? I have free will? No, I don't have free will. Okay? So they turn it around to bad things happen to you because you have free will. It's your choices. Your choices that you are making. So what choice did I make when I was 3 years old and had dicks in my face? What choice was I making? You tell me. Because I've never had that answer from God. So do I believe? I believe that there's a higher power. I believe that we all have a responsibility to each other. We have a responsibility for personal enlightenment, to educate ourselves, and we have a responsibility to share that with other people. We have a responsibility to learn what it is to be human and to continue to be human with each other. And we have a responsibility to this planet and to this earth. Because we are not dominionists, we don't own it. Dominionists and Christian nationalists believe they're in charge. They control everything. They own the planet. They have dominion over everything, the earth and the animals. And that's why they want to destroy it. They want to destroy it because this isn't their home base. They don't believe they're going to live here. Their place is in heaven with Jesus. And Jesus is going to come back and take them all up to heaven. And they're going to have mansions up there. My mother considered herself a reborn Jew. She wasn't a reborn Jew. Go ahead, B.
I was just gonna say they're gonna be hella disappointed when Jesus don't come back as a white man and he don't have blue eyes and they're gonna be going, hey, put him in a camp.
Yeah. I believe in me. And I believe in the human spirit. Now, I believe there's something, I believe in the soul. I don't understand it, but I don't believe that I die and there's nothing. I believe that I'm a human being for a reason. I'm not a chair. I'm not a table. I'm not a couch. I'm a person. I'm a human being for a reason. There's a reason that I exist. It's taken me a lifetime to try to figure out that reason. Okay? I know that B and I were supposed to meet. I know that Independent and I were supposed to meet. I know that Plum and I were supposed to meet. And we're supposed to change each other's lives. Because that's what it takes. We can't be alone. I am most comfortable alone. And I'm capable of never talking to another soul and being okay. But we can't live that way. Yes, Teresa, I I believe that I have a soul, but I don't understand what that is. Okay, I've had what you would call paranormal experiences. I have felt my grandmother. I have literally felt her. When my memories started coming back, they rushed because I was in a safe place. I was raising my boys, and I was happy in my marriage, and I was safe. I felt safe. I wasn't struggling. I wasn't stifled. I was able to express myself in every way. My ex-husband had moved me away from Pennsylvania, which is the one thing. One of the reasons I married him is because he promised me to move me to Texas. His sister lived in Texas, and I'm like, well, that's far enough away from Pennsylvania. I want to get far enough away, but we ended up moving to Ohio, which was okay. My son still had contact with my family and everything, but I I was safe. I could build my life. So when that happened, my memories started coming back, and I went mad. I went crazy. I was in bed with my ex-husband, and he lifted his face, and I saw the person who had abused me. It was his face. I screamed and jumped out of the bed. The poor man was traumatized, and I went crazy. And I sat in my son's closet with a bottle of pills, and I felt my grandmother's hand on my shoulder. I smelled her. She had a distinct smell. And I heard her whisper, "No, your boys will find you." And it stopped me. Oh, that's interesting, Teresa. You lived in PA and then Texas. Mm-hmm. So yes, I believe in a soul. I believe in higher power. I believe that my dad and my grandmother are watching me right now as I lay here on the couch in my underwear. They're laughing at me. I feel their comfort all the time when I need it. But no, I do not believe in the vengeful God of the Bible. I do not believe that the Bible is the inspired word of God. I believe that Christianity and the Bible has been used to kill and destroy forever. Yes, Teresa, they will come in dreams. Yeah, but see, just now, I shared something very personal. These assholes over in the Gypverse will try to use that. But that's what we do here. We share our lives, and we're honest with you. We're vulnerable with you. Now these people are over here lying about us? For what? For what? Come on, baby. My cat's coming up. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. You see, I did this later. I got probably a half an hour, maybe an hour. I was hoping the Australian people would come over.
Maybe she's going to come in next Saturday. Maybe she thought it was a weekly thing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But I think
That was really
I don't know,
interesting last night.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys up late, and I haven't done one of those all-nighters for a while. We can do that some weekend, but I just, I'm trying to get
Listen, Annie,
people
I
from
do
all
what I
over.
want.
I'm not going to
Thank
control
you for
you,
thinking of
independent.
me.
So,
I'll stay up with
okay,
you
so
girls anytime.
it seems like it's calmed down as far as this Psyconic crap. Um, all I'm doing is putting it down for the legal record. She's making her claims. I don't have to make claims because I had witnesses to what happened. All right, so we can just play music for the rest of the night. I can go get something to drink. Here, my cat's up here doing the biscuits.
Yeah, mine's up here purring.
Hmm? She for like a month, she laid on me every night. The last couple weeks, she's been right outside. I've got this door with curtains on it. Lays right there at the. I don't know if she's protecting me or what. Okay, I'll check all of that because people have sent me stuff tonight. I will check all of that tonight, and I'll move it over into my PDF file that I have that's secret. I'm just keeping everything ready. You know, that's all I do. Okay, I have not come after any of you. I really have not. If you've talked about me, I've kept that for the legal record. All right. If you've come at me, I've kept it for the legal record. I have no reason to, screen all of you people. It'll come out. When they troll me over here, I might keep track of their names so that if we have to, we can cross-reference and see if they come from Gypsy. But I don't think that's going to be necessary because Gypsy's already given up the game. We already know that Gypsy's using that Discord to target creators. We already know that. We got her voice saying it. I don't understand why they don't just all block me. Every single one of your fake accounts blocked me.
So what did she exactly say? She was acting all angry, like, I'm going to sue her, or I should sue her. Like,
apparently, she claims that she never asked us to investigate her sister, that I did it all on my own, and that I'm harassing their family.
I can't believe I didn't tiptoe into that live. I usually tiptoe into the weirdest stuff. Wow. Mm-hmm. That is so insulting. Who told you that? It always gets back to you.
Someone down here in chat tonight said that that's what they were saying.
People always have your back, apparently, which is nice.
And then Katie Cakes threatened me with something, and Psyconic said I'm looking for a lawsuit. I'm not looking for a lawsuit, but if you want to bring one, sweetie pie.
So the night I was telling her to come in, you'll see in my text messages, I was like, come here front and center. And she kept switching lives. Well, the last live I caught her in, she was with some guy, and she's like, we've been friends since high school. He knows all about my trauma with my sister. I didn't talk forever. I used to let him babysit my daughter. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say. So if it was fake, she had some fake best friend who corroborated the whole story on a live one night. So that's awkward.
Like I said, I'm not questioning that she has this sister and this sister disappeared. I'm not questioning any of that.
No, I understand. Okay? I understand, but she's acting like we're bullying her. It's like you came to us. Like,
right.
Stop. Yeah. And now she's got crocodile tears. Leave me alone. Like,
she asked us that night, please don't let my sister be forgotten. Please follow up on this.
My family thanks you. Nobody will help us anymore. We've tried. We keep reaching dead ends. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was like, I really wanted to help her.
She came over here being all cryptic about Les Wexner. I said, you can say his name. I said, he lives in Columbus. I live in Columbus, Ohio. I said, I know researchers and journalists who have been following up on this guy for literal decades.
I sang her the Jack song about the dude who owns Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm. We knew about Les Wexner and Jeffrey Epstein for years because we've known about Jeffrey Epstein since 2008. I've known about Jeffrey Epstein because Robert Morrow was putting the Jeffrey Epstein shit into the JFK groups in 2011, combining it with the Arkansas Project. Well, so that's what caused all this.
The thing that concerned me with all of that and the Les Wexner stuff that it just put a question mark in my head. He had just a few days prior done his deposition.
Yep. Yes. And do you remember the farmer girl? What's her name? I can't remember her first name, but something. Is it Anna Farmer? I don't remember, but she used Les Wexner's address as her own. And so she was telling us that Les Wexner had hers. So it was almost sounding exactly the same. And I personalized it because of B. So, I mean, she came with receipts, you guys. She websites, you know. Oh,
Yeah, that's why I question where she came from too. I'm like, was this because of me? Was it because,
I mean, I don't know that it wasn't this reeks of Roger Stone to me.
No, this isn't Roger. I know when Roger's around, or I know when Roger. I have a visceral reaction when Roger's near me.
Well, I'm just saying nobody in the Gypsyverse wants to touch this, so it's interesting. Like, right? That's
No,
all I'm
this
saying.
isn't. Yeah, no, this isn't. This has nothing to do with Roger. This has everything to do with Aurora Goddess telling me she's not going to warn me about what's coming. This is what was coming. Now, see, I don't know if they were going to try to say Annie's not a researcher. Um, I never expected the she's harassing my family shit. I never got that. Like, how are you going to pull that off in
She's a
court?
coward. She came back the second time and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry I haven't got back." You're like, "Well, have you seen my page and this and that?" "Oh, I have a Secret Service person outside my window right now, and I have a
yep, I got
2-year-old."
that.
Like,
Yep,
I
I
mean, it's
got
like you
that
came
message
back
Yep.
from
to
her
us.
too.
Like, stop it.
Yep, I got
Mm-hmm.
that too.
It's like, and then guess what? Crickets. And
Yeah.
then she started
Hey,
having her
hey,
panel.
yeah. And then and then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, she's up with Bree and Shenna.
Yeah, you came to the wrong group of girls. We keep the receipts,
Okay.
girl.
Okay.
Absolutely
Hey,
denied.
We're observers.
yeah. Bethy got approved for a cat at the home. I've got a
Yay.
white cat.
Fiona.
You want a white cat? She's real friendly.
Y'all can take Gizmo. She's too loud.
I like your loud pussy.
She's very happy.
He's like,
That makes me
"Ugh,
Hmm. Oh, I
blue."
would never give this cat away. I couldn't. She's just like stuck to me. Which shocked me because she was an outside cat for 7 years. She wouldn't go to anybody. She ate out of the garbage cans, and she's all over me. She protects me. She's just like, and she used to still, after I got her like the first year, even last year, she would go out. I let her outside once a day when it's nice, and she would disappear because she goes and screws the male cats. Then she'd come back like at the end of the day. She'd be out there for hours. Now I let her out, and she stays out for about 20 minutes, and then she's back up on the porch, and she just runs right in the house. So I don't know what's going on.
She's getting older, and she said, "Fuck men."
Yeah,
I choose I
she
choose the
did that.
bear.
Yeah, yeah. She got fatter too, and I don't. Maybe she can't run fast. Yeah. Because last summer she got in a fight with one of them, and he bit her ear. He put a hole in her head, and then he scratched her eye. Her eye was all swollen shut.
Oh damn.
I yeah, but I put saline and stuff in it, and she's okay now. But I thought I was going to have to take. They wanted 500 at the vet
Oh yeah.
for that eye. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't infected. So I don't think she got. I think she just doesn't want to fight with him anymore. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Huh?
I still want to hear
Oh,
more about that Zodiac guy. He was fascinating. His pictures were
yeah.
crazy, and the posts that he sent from the future. What?
Yeah, well, he does lives sometimes once a day, and so just follow him. But I'm gonna have him over. I'm gonna do probably once a week, and have him talk as much as he wants to.
Yeah, he was very interesting, and Andrew as well.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew, my goodness, I can have Andrew here for thousands of days. He
Yeah,
just
we got to get
yeah.
we got to get our girl up for his fringe topics.
Hmm. So okay, is all the drama over, or are they still yapping somewhere?
Oh God.
As long as you keep on with the discernment. You're always going to be keeping somebody awake at night, Annie. Consider
I
it a
know.
compliment.
I know. One. It's because I'm laying down. It makes my eyes flicker. So okay. Well, here's the thing. The two things I was told tonight is that Katie Cakes threatened me with I don't know what. What are you going to do, Katie Cakes? You won't even show your face.
Right. Sit
What am I supposed to be
down.
scared of over
She'll
here?
Down,
send
girl.
her man, the Ryan
Am
Anderson,
am
after
I
you.
supposed to be? Yeah.
I mean,
Am I
Ryan
supposed to
Anderson said, nah.
Yeah. You know, am I supposed to be scared of which picture am I supposed to be scared of? The one that's supposed to be really you, or the one that's filtered?
Telling us about
Hmm?
your underwear, that's like nasty.
That's disgusting.
Right.
Nasty girl.
I don't think so, Bethy. None of them will show their face. I've showed you my face, my real face. I've shown you my entire life on Facebook. You can't question it. I can take that entire life into court with me to validate everything. So Psyconic, threatening me with a lawsuit? Come on. You might want to contact some people. Like Carmine Savastino, when he said that I started my fire and committed insurance fraud. Oh, how about Benjamin Frisbee, who used to work for Alex Jones at InfoWars and also was Roger Stone's camera boy for years. All right? Right now, Benjamin and Jacob are hiding in their mommy's basements. Well,
Aww.
Benjamin's in his sister's basement, okay? Over on Twitter, trying to shine some light on themselves because certain clients might rub them out, okay? So they're coming unhinged now over on Twitter. But a few years back, Benjamin Frisbee posted on Facebook, and I've got it saved, that I committed insurance fraud and burned my own house down, and that I was blaming Roger Stone. No, I wasn't. All right. How about the people that said I wasn't who I am?
Maybe
That
you
said I was.
shift into a raccoon that eats your own house.
Maybe I did.
Maybe you did.
Maybe at night it's like the Twilight Zone, and I become Robert Morrow with the bangs and the. Please.
Is it like
I mean,
Buffalo
come on.
Bill
My
inside
favorite's
the
when
lamb?
the CIA gave you a camera at 13. Come on, that's
Oh God,
amazing.
yes, yeah.
I love
See,
that. I would be like, I cannot confirm or deny that. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click.
yeah,
You want to make it weird? I can
yeah.
absolutely make it weird.
And I was a man. I was a male congressman. Yeah. I'm not who I said I am. I'm not Andrea Skolnick. I'm Andrea Dalrymple. I have this. I'm like, yeah. How about look up my Facebook and go back where I posted my fucking wedding pictures, because my name was Andrea Dalrymple on Facebook, because that was my married name. Actually, my married name was Andrea Skolnick Dalrymple. So I've always had the right to use Skolnick in any way that I want to.
I mean, if they
Including
call
when
you
I
a
was
man, you have a
married.
bigger penis than any of them. So
Swing that dick.
I
swing it.
I do
Swing
have a
it,
big
girl.
dick in
Get your
it.
strap on and
I
smack him
cannot
with
deny
it.
that. I
Smack him with
cannot
it.
deny that. You know? I seriously cannot deny that shit. But okay, here's the thing, guys. TikTok. It's TikTok. You're all over here doing this TikTok shit. Doesn't mean anything. But when you're committing actual crimes, and you know what an actual crime is? False allegation. When you
Gang
accuse me of
stalking, 3 or
harassing
more
you,
people
yeah,
conspiring.
right, right.
Do you know if
Invasion of
Audrey's
privacy,
going to
collecting my
prosecute,
shit.
or what's she going to do with the Discord information she saw? I caught of her part of her. Is she going to pursue that legally? She mentioned all the things that was infringing on. I hope she does. You should talk to her about it.
It's just, what is the point?
Yeah.
Explain the point of lying about me. What's the point? What do you expect to achieve?
I don't know. They're
You
going
tell
after
me,
credible
because
people who have discernment and an audience, Annie. That's all I'm seeing. Becca, you, Audrey, like there is definitely
I have
connection.
27 people in here. They get 300 people in their lives.
Yeah, but I told you how you can do that. You just pay for it. It's right there on the creator page. How many likes
Right.
you want? Like how much money you want? Like you can have anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have an audience of a small amount that I trust than those pariahs.
Yeah. I would rather have 5 people in here that I know who the fuck you are than 1,000 people in here that I don't. I would rather have a handful that I can trust, that I know why they're here, okay? Than 1,000 of you that I have no idea what your agenda is.
I mean, maybe it's because they're young. Like, I mean, I don't have time for that. Like, it's just embarrassing. Well, then you've got Sheena. I don't know how old she is. So if it's not just the young people, I don't know. Is it the equivalent of
Mm-hmm.
lonely man syndrome? But it's like, I don't know. It's very strange. It's very
Mm-hmm.
strange.
Here's the night that Psyconic, well, that I had just posted the Les Wexner deposition, okay?
That was the
And I
same
showed her
night.
that. I said, "Do you want to know who Les
Yeah,
Wexner is?
February
That's Les Wexner.
20th.
He just had his deposition,
Oh, wow.
okay?
I didn't realize it was the same night. That's
Yep.
Well, it's not the same night.
Yes,
That was
it is.
February
It
20th.
is.
What
Yes.
night was she in here?
February
no, it was
20th.
February 20th because that's when I sent the thing to
February 20th.
Jasmine. It's pinned at the top of my page.
February 20th,
Okay.
because today's the 19th. Tomorrow will be 2 months.
I
Yep.
posted this February 20th.
Yep.
Same day, babe. That's crazy. She came in right after that. My screenshots say it was we were on the phone about 9 o'clock. I don't know when you posted that, but
Yeah, and being all cryptic, saying his name wrong,
Mm-hmm.
calling him a
same
politician.
night. That's crazy.
And I said, you want to know who? No, I said, you're talking about Les Wexner. I said, I know who you're talking about. Hold up. And I showed her that deposition. And then she said she's got
She's
the
like,
FOIAs
Rex,
from the FBI.
Rex. Yep.
Yeah. She said that her sister was last seen with, I said, hang on, fucking hang on.
Yep.
You're telling me that your sister was last seen with Les Wexner? I said, he was just deposed. I said, get that shit to Jasmine Crockett.
Yep.
All right. Then she mentioned Southern Transport.
Yep.
I said, okay. I said,
Yep.
hang on. You know what that's Les Wexner's plane. Southern Transport is what they took the models on to the island. Southern Transport is also the plane that flew arms and DRUGS to the Contras.
I didn't know that till
Well, actually,
that
they flew
night,
the
Annie,
arms.
but
They flew the arms to the Contras, and they flew the drugs out
Yep.
and brought them over here. That's what Iran Contra was. Southern Transport is connected to organized crime, the mob, Fat Tony Salerno, you know, the murders here in Columbus that have been investigated for years, connected to Les Wexner.
same night. You just can't make this shit up, girls.
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
So you tell me, is it me?
Yep. Maybe.
No. Here's what's happening, guys. They're coming after me because of my research, because of my collection. All right? Same as it happened in the JFK shit. All right? There you go. Arthur Shapiro murder, Les Wexner and organized crime. When did I post that?
I mean,
March
if when you
1st.
break this down to the fundamental, like they're jealous because they don't have your talent,
Hmm.
and they're also jealous of your freedom because they sold their soul and you have full autonomy, and so they hate that about you. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, all I know is
I
that I
mean,
can
that's not
validate
your
every single
problem.
thing I say.
That's their ancestors. I don't know what kind of DNA they've got, but they could have used this for good. But
You know,
And
it's just,
Annie,
huh?
I hopped up here real quick. My husband's sitting beside me, so I had to come outside. Um, and I wanted to tell you something, but you were pretty much talking about it as I came out here. Um, I'm going to tell you what I feel is going to happen. I've watched these certain people move through a dozen different situations,
oh, yay, tell us.
and yeah. So after you brought all that information up, Mimi hopped right on it. Mimi told her people to go out and to find that live that Psyconic came in, that one night she came on your panel. She sent
Right.
everybody out to go find it. She said, go TikTok, go to Facebook, just go find it. Well,
Girl.
while that was
They
happening,
well, they won't find it because Psyconic got me suspended
Yeah.
and it's
right,
gone.
right.
Okay,
Okay.
but please go
Okay.
on. This is
Yeah.
juicy. Okay.
But right after she says that, the people on panel said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do, we just told everybody, don't go real live, don't go digging in people's, lives. And we're not going to do that. And Mimi said, I didn't do anything. Annie got all the information. So what she's going to do, I'm telling you, I've watched her do this a dozen times, and it's all for money. She's going to discredit you. And then
Yeah.
she's going to get your research and put it out as her own. And she'll do it for days and days and a week or 10 days at a time and make a bunch of money off of it. And she has, right now, she can say, but I didn't dig. Annie dug this up. Or totally just discredit you and take the information and say she got it elsewhere. I don't know what she'll do. But I'm
Oh
telling
my.
you, that's probably what's coming at you from the way they're talking.
That's fascinating.
Because Mimi wanted to
Okay.
hop on this like a hot potato, and nobody around her
Yeah,
wanted her to
that's
do it. So
shocking. She
so she
doesn't give
got,
a shit about what we talk about. So,
Thank you for sharing that. Was that recently or was that when it
that
originally happened?
that happened just 2 hours ago.
Oh, jeez. You were in
yeah,
all the
Okay.
rooms.
independent. I think you
No,
were gone, but
I wasn't.
Ron
I wasn't.
Wandering is the one that tore apart the Billboard scandal.
Oh, I heard that. I just didn't see your name. Okay, I'm obsessed. Where have
Yeah,
you
and
been all my
See
life?
that?
Okay, great.
See that from 2019? That's Tyler Nixon. That is Roger Stone's, one of his attorneys, his mouthpiece. That's from Twitter, posted on Twitter, 2019. Andrea Skolnick, and they spell my name wrong. They spell it with a C, equals Robert Morrow. All right, now, hang on a second. There, March 2019, Tyler Nixon blocks me, okay, on Twitter, because they're all chicken shits. Hang on a second. Oh, here, this is posted all over the place, by the way, in public groups all over the web, all over Facebook, because this is the Seminole County Political Insight Group. That's the private group that I was asked to join to explain Roger Stone and Jacob Engels, because that's the group that Jacob was in when he worked with Joel Greenberg. Okay? So,
I just don't understand why did she send people there tonight?
Well, no. Well, here's what happened. I was working all day on my property. I was on my tractor. So when I got done this evening, I had a bunch of friends. I told a couple friends about the night Psyconic came into Annie's. I told them that night, I said, they asked where I was, and I said, oh, I've been over with Annie because there's this girl, and she's telling us all this info, and, I tell them all this, but that just kind of disappears for a while because Psyconic disappeared.
I didn't know you were there that night. That's amazing. Okay, keep going.
Oh, I was there from the moment she started until she got us bananaed.
I love that.
Yeah, and I took screenshots, and also, Annie, she posted the man that her sister was last seen with, and it has his name and all that. I got a screenshot of it, so I did send that
I
to you.
think that was the last picture I sent you, Annie. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got
Well,
one too.
I didn't see his name, and I was trying to remember why we had that picture up. But
Yep, it was the
yeah,
last
share it.
Are you talking about the guy from the modeling agency?
I'd have to go back. It has his name and stuff. It's a brown-haired guy.
That's who that is, and he goes under a pseudonym now, and he works for a theater in South Carolina now.
Oh, well, so tonight when I got off my tractor, I had messages from my friends because they were watching all these lives today. I wasn't around, but they wanted to tell me, JFK Annie's involved in all the stuff, and they sent me links. So I watched it, and then that's when I came and found JFK Annie tonight. So
Amazing.
when I went back and jumped in some of these rooms, once all this had happened, that's when I heard Mimi tell everybody to go, all her people, to go everywhere and find the live that has Psyconic on it that night. And I heard her say that.
Well,
but everybody was against her. They didn't want to do it. They said, no, we're not going to do what we just told everybody not to do.
Well, that's amazing. They're probably like, she scares us.
Well, Mimi,
no thanks.
Mimi went silent. And then here recently, just an hour ago, when I hopped off here and ran in the other room to see what they were saying and said a few things, Mimi's wasted by now. She's always wasted by this hour. So she was letting out little bits of information, but she was pretty quiet still. So I believe, and I can be wrong, and I'll say I am when I am, but I've watched her move. And I have a feeling she's still going to dig, even though everybody told her not to. But she's going to blame it. She's going to say, I didn't dox anybody. I didn't dig.
Let her
Annie
dig.
did.
Yeah.
Let her.
just-
I didn't dox anyone.
No, just be prepared.
I've never
I know.
doxed anyone.
I know, but that's how she moves. And that's how she keeps these people following her. Now, you have to remember, like, right after I did the billboard thing, all that Sweet as Honey stuff happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Mimi was involved. And they had a group chat going.
Whoa.
Mimi was involved in the Sweet as Honey shit?
100%.
Wow, girl.
Holy fuck, I never knew that.
Well, it's on her.
I never knew that.
I have all the texts. I have everything. Because the reason I have it is because everybody was blaming her for doing the Sweet as Honey stuff. And so what she did is she said, I'm not gonna take all the blame. So she listed all the people that were involved. And they were in a group chat. It was Naomi, Cella Lane, Tammy, and Mimi.
Ruh-roh.
And so during that time when she was trying to show the public or show TikTok that she was only involved with a certain amount of it, she was putting out text messages showing her involvement. Well, she got really mad one day and she wanted to dox Cella Lane and Tammy, but the way it was set up, she put our phone numbers, she doxed me and called it collateral damage when I confronted her. And it's because and the only reason it was that way, it was because she took our phone numbers out of her address book and they were a screenshot. So it was Cella, me, and then Tammy. I was stuck in the middle of two people. So, but my name got cleared from it, but she still tried to do that. And she doxed me. She put out my phone number, my real name, my everything. That's why my face isn't plastered all over my profile, because she did that. And who I work for, I have to keep things separate. And when I saw what she was all about, I backed off from her, and just stayed away, but I still watched her move. And this is how she moves. She's going to, chances are, try to throw you under the bus and then get all the clout for for having all the research and the information that you have spent many hours doing.
Wow, I don't know how she moves like that, but I'm sorry she did that to you. That sucks.
It did. It sucked because there was no reason for it. And when I asked her, like I said, it was collateral damage. And she said, well, I was going to crop you out, but I just didn't take the time. I was at work. I didn't have the time. So she doxed me because she didn't have the time.
Their karma's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, but I know how bad she is, and I have I have so many text messages when that all was going on. And it was put out, though. After she doxed me, people got mad. So they started putting out the text messages with her being involved with Sweetest Honey. So they're out there.
Okay, then that's really interesting.
I'm really
because-
glad to know there's some good people who are sticking up for people. You'll have to tell us who those people are, because
Yes, I do know the good
Yeah.
from the bad. I do. And
Well,
sometimes
I
and
apologize
Annie,
for blocking you. I thought it was at one point anybody in any way connected to Fancy Miss Ellie, I was just like I went on a block, fucking block, 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 block.
yeah,
You
and
know?
I don't really know Fancy. I do know she's bipolar, and her energy gets to me, so I have to stay back from her no matter what. It's not about who likes her, who don't. It's for me, her energy. But there was times when you thought I was over with other people, but
Right,
what
right.
you were seeing isn't what was happening. They were after me.
Right.
So
Well,
because of all,
quietly
I apologize,
because of all the
and
billboards.
I'm going to tell you all right now because I blocked all that billboard shit months ago because I don't trust them.
Right, you shouldn't.
I don't trust them.
Nope, I showed why. I showed everybody why. Where do you think Naomi is?
Right.
That's why she's gone.
Exactly.
Because I threatened that because I don't have a platform. I'm not a creator. But I did threaten her. She even called the police on me they did nothing because the way I worded it. But I threatened her that if she continued to rip people off and do what she was doing, I was
Yeah.
going to go to her enemy, which was
Yeah.
Cajun Navy Jen and Dreamer. I didn't even know Dreamer, but they have been fighting with this Arizona T-Can for quite some time. So I said, I'm going to go to your enemies and I'm going to use their platform and I'm going to put out all these messages and I'm going to tell everybody exactly what you're doing and how you're stealing their money if you don't give their money back. So all the money was returned, every single cent.
You're
I
all
worked-
right.
I
You're
worked
all
with
right.
I worked with over 30 different people, file fraud reports, all the way down to just $5 donations even. But we fought for it. We did. And I ended up had some people on my side to back me by then, because at first I was fighting alone and I didn't know how to get my voice heard, because I felt like if I go to a content creator, they're going to listen to me, but the next day I'm going to be nothing but content. They're not going to help me.
Right.
So I was on
Right.
my own. I was on my own for a minute. So by the time the third billboards came around, I was on top of it and I was shutting it down as fast as it could happen.
Well, see,
Well, I like
I'm
your
beginning to
tape.
see something now. Because the same thing happened with Jameson, where I was sent messages that Jameson
Yeah, it did.
locked the accounts, remember?
Yep.
And that she was sending messages to case studies or whatever from the account.
Yep.
They want to keep certain of us apart.
Yeah.
No, she sent them to
So-
Chewy. She sent them to
Of
Chewy.
course they do. Of course
Okay.
they do.
Yes. That's when a lot of,
Well,
that's when
Jameson
got away.
told me she never sent messages to anyone.
She did
From
it on
that
a
account.
live. She was drunk and she did it on a live, and her and Chewy were going back and forth about it. I was there. I was there.
Well, all I know is that Jameson gave me the Facebook accounts, and that's all I need to show the build of what they did. So I don't care about the personal shit between all of you. I don't care. I don't know your names. You've not shown me your faces, so I don't know who the fuck you are. I've shown you my face. Okay? So anything I post has to be authentic and factually based. So that's why they're coming after me. This is all happening because 2 years ago I said Sir Morbid's dirty. Sir Morbid's dirty. And he's got his mean girls over here on Twitter. I mean on TikTok. Doing all these fights.
Annie,
To the guy, like, of course they don't want you to, like, you have what has been asking about on all your lives now, because Jameson gave it to you. They are 100% scared right now.
Mm-hmm. Because here's
You know
what
what that
they know I'm
means.
going to do. I'm going to concentrate on the FOIA account, the FOIA files account, and I'm going to detail, okay, this is what the FOIAs are. This is why we have them now, and we never had them till now. And this is exactly what's in these FOIA files. I'm going to detail point by point. This is what we have now, and this is how we can counter Gypsy's bullshit and the narrative that was built back in 2016. I'll show you how they built it. I'll show you everything she did. I'll show you the money behind it that was thrown at her. Okay? And then we get that out to the public. So all of this
Annie,
doesn't matter.
I think that Audrey and the other creators would allow you, if you said, let me handle this little part and I'll share it with you guys because I was in FetLife, I think they would let you run with it, honestly. Because I know they're working on so much. I just feel like this is
it's all coming out. Okay, and we'll all do our separate parts of it. It's all coming out. And Gypsy's done. Gypsy, you're so done. So all of you, and Gypsy has abandoned her flying monkeys. So they're left over here now. They're left with a bag. They're left to explain the discord that crimes were committed in. When they stole our information and stored it in that discord, that is a crime. It's invasion of privacy. When they used our information to dox us or harass us or target us, get our pages removed in any way, target us. That's cyber harassment. All right? When they lied about us.
Have they learned nothing with these FOIAs?
No. No.
Idiots.
Okay, so keep lying about me. All I said, tonight, I was told that I did all this shit. Okay? That I'm looking for a lawsuit. No, I'm not. But guess what, bitches? I ain't hiding from one either. You want to bring a lawsuit? Come on. Because, let's see, Andrea Skolnick, Andrea, SK, spell it correctly, no C, Skolnik, 1620 Genesee Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43211. Phone number is 614-806-3957. Have your lawyers contact me. And I want papers by Wednesday.
I mean, you have a lot of friends that could broadcast this live, don't you, Annie? You've got a lot of friends in a lot of places.
I am starting my fucking interrogatories right now. I'm starting.
Make an example of them. This is getting ridiculous. Okay? Make an example.
First question.
Big mistake.
Do you have any connection at all in any way, shape, or form to Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Or Gypsy Rose Blanchard's accounts? Please provide every cell phone, every computer,
every Discord
that you ever
group
used where you mentioned the name Andrea, Annie, JFK Annie, or any of my other screen names.
We want the metadata. We want the IP addresses. We want the timestamps.
I want every bit of it. And guess what? You won't be able to say, oh, that request is overbroad, because I'm entitled to it. And so TikTok will have to give it to me. Facebook will have to give it to me. Anywhere you have a presence, YouTube will have to give it to me.
I mean, even Europe is cracking down on this stuff.
You're over there on a live right now. Okay, let me explain this. You're all over on a live right now mentioning my name, the name JFK Annie. You're slandering that name. You're saying that I've harassed you, that I lied. There are people that record these and take it over to YouTube and post it. Okay? That gives me leeway and more legal power than it gives you, any of you. Defamation is a real fucking thing. Do you understand that? And I'm not going to come after you for a money award. Because to prove defamation, you have to prove financial loss. I don't make money over here. Audrey does. Becca does. So I can include them and the tax on them in this. Now, I don't need to come after you for money. What I want is everything in that Discord. What I want is the legal evidence that you all did what you did. So file a lawsuit. Come on.
That's real smart. Do it.
I want the legal evidence. Just like I've waited 10 years for the legal evidence to end Gypsy. Now I want the legal evidence to prove everything you assholes did.
And continue to do.
Because now you've brought my name into it. Let's go. Let's party. Somebody's going to get naked. Probably be me.
I don't know.
Well, that's true.
What I
It'll
missed?
probably be D.
I'll whip out a
Hi,
boot.
Pancakes.
It's been a lot, Mariah.
Oh man.
Yep. This is, what is today? Today's Sunday. Yeah, my battery's dying.
Oh no, it's
I've been
not.
wanting to do this for 2 nights. Hold on a second. Because B's birthday. Hold on a second. Okay, there you go. I've been wanting to do that all fucking weekend.
Yeah. I've never gotten a galaxy before. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was going to do it last night, and I don't know what we did. We just yeah, my battery, it's showing red, so that means I might disappear. I think I have like 5 minutes, so. Okay.
What a
All right.
fun birthday weekend ended on. These bunch of
Stop!
Molly, another galaxy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are killing me.
Yeah, it's
Thank
too late, but I
you.
wanted to play some more music. I really liked playing that music last night. I just really did like that. So I want you guys to, we should have we should plan these lives out to like what
Y'all
topic
played
we're
music
going to
last
talk
night?
about.
Man, I fell
We
asleep.
Yeah, we
man.
did. Yes, we did. I don't know where you were,
Man, I
Mariah.
got on and I fucking fell asleep. I woke up, y'all are off.
Uh,
Shit. Damn,
Come on,
man.
baby. Okay. Yeah, well, like I said, I did not expect this to be about this tonight because I had no clue that I was just going to play music and dance and have fun, you know? Maybe I'll extend B's birthday to next week.
It's been
There
a
you
hell
go.
of a week.
Celebrate the whole rest of the month.
Deserves
Okay? So, well, like I said, I'm glad that you came back, Wandering, and, set things straight. I apologize for being me and blocking you.
But she has to put up with a lot, right? And I think they just
Yeah.
pose you guys against each other. The more I'm seeing it.
Yes. I'm beginning. So if there's anybody else out there that feels like I've blocked you unfairly and you're like on Wandering and you have information about this shit. Because back when the Billboard shit started, I just blocked all of them, everybody that I thought was involved in it. Now, all the big ones. Nina, I blocked Nina. Anybody that I thought was getting information from the Blanchards, I blocked them because I don't fucking need to see them. And, I didn't block, well, Morbid wasn't really over here. I heard that, I didn't see it, but I heard that he came back and did a battle with Natasha Cooper. I don't know if that's true. But that shit's going to come back up because Letitia just got her case. She's waiting. She's getting a new trial. So all that shit that Natasha did to Gannon is going to come back up. All right? I'm going to talk about it. I want everybody to know who these people are. So, yeah. If you feel like or gone wandering, if you know anybody that you work with that I have blocked unfairly, let me know. Because I really do believe that they have gotten in the middle of us and wanting. I know they did that with me and Jameson. They did not want me to connect with Jameson. Okay? So, it's done. We're doing the work. I built the database. It's just a matter of filling it. I have this thing over here. So now what? They're attacking the JFK Annie name? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll give you all the numbers of the people that have attacked me since 2010, where they are now. They don't have an online presence anymore because everybody understands they're liars. Okay? Talk to Oliver Stone. All right? Talk to all the JFK people who ended up calling me a skank, calling me dangerous disinformation when I exposed their ass. All right? You don't understand who I am and who I've been and what my reputation is, what my personal reputation is. And you don't understand that I stand on truth. And I can validate everything. So Sonic, you coming over here saying that you never came over here? That you never asked us to help you? We can prove that is a lie. Right now, we can prove that in 5 fucking minutes. Now you want to threaten me with lots
That's
of...
crazy.
This Katie Cakes person wants to threaten me with anything? Seriously? Because what I do when I'm accused of things is I start collecting the legal data to take into court if I have to. That's why 300 groups exist on Facebook that hold data about Roger Stone, because I was threatened in 2011 and I had to start collecting everything about who this person was to understand why they were coming after me, a nobody on Facebook that farts around in Columbus, Ohio with her sons making little movies. Well, it was because I was putting my massive collection and that got in their way. This here, I'm making a database on Gypsy. It's getting in her way. So all her little people that are doing her dirty work are coming after me now. Come on. Come on.
She's been training her whole life.
You will end up the same fucking way Roger is now. Roger's in depositions with the Capitol Police because of his involvement in January 6th. Whose shit about Roger went to the January 6th committee? That would be me. Come on, bitches. Come on. I want the legal paperwork in my mailbox by Wednesday. If you're going to charge me with anything.
Or sit down.
You think people won't send me the shit where you made allegations against me? You think I won't get that? You think I don't have people that watch everything you guys do? And if my name is mentioned, they send it to me? Do you? You think you're untouchable? You think nobody sees who you are and what you've done for the past 2 years? You don't think that they see the same people in every fucking bit of drama? Babygate? All of it. You think people aren't putting it together? Come at me. Come at me. I set it up so you'd come at me, you stupid idiots. I set this up because I knew you'd come at me. And now you did. Just like 2 years ago, I said Sir Morbid's dirty. And I knew he would be exposed. I knew that everybody would be at each other's throats. And they are. I set this up so you'd come at me. Just like in 2011, I set it up so that Roger would come at me. I did that with my friend David Rees-Jones, who's up there right now, looking at me, smiling at me, because I did good. Because after the fire, I was stopping this. I left the groups. I was regrouping, I was healing. And I started the Truth About Trump group to educate about Roger, because people were asking me for my information. So I started that. I did not know that in 2016 I would have all that information attached to the Mueller investigation. I did not know that. I did not know that in 2021 people would coming to me asking me for my information about the boys that worked with Roger. I didn't know that. It's been 7 years now that I've been working with these people. David Reese Jones and I set this up because we knew they were using the JFK groups. We didn't know what they were using them for, but we knew they were using them. So I made myself the bait, just like I did here. And you fucking idiots jumped in it. So come on, we want to take this legal now? Let's take this legal. Do you want the number of my ex-husband's attorney and all the little legal assistants that quit because they didn't want to deal with me? You want those numbers? All right, good night, Gone Wandering. Thank you for coming up. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful night.
Okay. So, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. And your empty threats. Bring it. I am so fucking ready. Do y'all see the twinkle in my eyes? I am so fucking ready. I've been ready. Psyconic, you're a little girl. We're a bunch of women over here. You're a little girl. You don't want to play with us. And you definitely don't want to threaten us with anything.
No, that would not be a good idea. And
it's not that you will lose. Right. You already lost. You lost the minute you came in here and did that about your sister. You lost that day. Just like Roger Stone lost back in 2010 when he sent Robert Morrow and Judith Baker after me. And then he really lost in 2011 when he had my JFK Annie accounts taken down. Then he really fucking lost in 2013 when they all joined the fucking groups. You understand that throughout my life, I collected entire websites, 60,000 digital books, complete encyclopedias. I had 3 desktop computers, multiple laptop computers, multiple external hard drives. I had my own server in my fucking home. What do you think I goddamn did with that? You want to play? Call me a liar some more. Go ahead. Make accusations that I'm harassing your family or threatening anyone. Go ahead. How'd that work out for Sweeties, honey? Where's she now? Huh? She got a following still? Is it a coincidence that every fucking buddy that I've had interaction with over here that's calling me a liar has eventually joined Bree and them? Is that a big fat coincidence? We see you. We see all of you. And more importantly, the audience is watching you. They see you. And it's done. This is over. It's over. Nothing you do is going to work from here on in. Because they've seen you come after all of the people with it. They've seen you coming after Audrey. They've seen you come after. So nothing that you touch, just like Gypsy, all of her little worker bees, nothing is going to work. You're not going to be able to discredit us. You can't. Because we stand in truth. You don't. None of you do. I don't know why all of this started. I don't know why the billboard shit started. And I don't care. This shit now is not going to work. Gypsy's done. She's fallen. She's done. She's completely exposed. Not only by the FOIAs, but by the Discord shit that's coming out. She's completely exposed. Now Gypsy's going to try to save herself. And she's going to use every single fucking one of you to do that. And I'm just going to sit here and watch. I might throw a couple I told you so's in. But I'm going to sit here and watch. So keep dropping my name. Keep dropping that name. Say JFK Annie every fucking day, 1,000 times a day, because it's going to bring people over to my shit. And I'm going to expose every goddamn one of you. So, I think I'm going to extend B's birthday into next week. And we'll see where this goes. But I'm done with this. I'm done. Anybody who has threatened me tonight, anywhere, anybody who's made accusations against me, I want the legal papers in my mailbox by Wednesday. I want the names of your attorneys. Okay? Are we on the same page? Because I'm not playing. Oh, you might be playing some stupid games, but I'm not playing. All right? I'm not. You are not going to accuse me of crimes. Katie Cakes, whatever you threatened me with. Okay. Yes, Blue, I know that's what it is. And after this thing that they did with Wilson, they know they're in trouble. And they're trying to backtrack. All right? Because they went real world on this person. And they were all trying to backtrack and get themselves out of it and spin it. That's all they're doing. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. So that I think they saved me for last. Because they didn't know what they were going to do. They really didn't know what they were going to do. I think Psyconic, I think you fucked up. And I think you fucked all of them. So what they're going to do is they're going to throw you away. You're going. You're ostracized, okay? Because you fucked up. Because everybody knows that you came over here. And that we can prove that you came over here. So now that you're up there lying that I'm harassing your family and that you never asked for our help,
I wonder if
we
I'll be
can prove
blocked
that.
again today.
Yeah.
Probably after tonight's live, I should
So,
block me again.
Psyconic, you're the next to go. Okay, you know they threw Dreamer under the bus. You're the next to go. All right? You and your best friend Katie Cakes now. Yeah. Because when you become a detriment, when you become a liability, guess what? They throw you away. I hope it was worth it. I really do. I hope it was worth it. Yes, Louise. I know I have witnesses. I know. So I'm just going to get my ducks in a row. Everybody that was there that night, message me with your recollections of it. I'll get it all ready for if it does go legal. I know accusations have been made about me tonight. I know that it was said I'm looking for a lawsuit. So, okay. I was accused of harassing her family. So, okay. All right. I'm getting my shit together. I hope you're all getting your shit together. Okay? By Wednesday. If anybody's filing any kind of charges, accusations, Wednesday. Do I have to give the address again, or did you take it down the first time? Have you been recording this all night?
Oh, yeah,
Streaming it?
definitely.
All right. So, I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. We'll give it a night. And tomorrow night, music. Music, dancing, fun. Okay? Why every night? We tried it. We tried just to have fun in this shit.
I asked for a Discord,
You know?
and I guess I got one.
Careful what you wish
That's
for.
right. That's right. Okay. Well, battery's dead. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate
Take
your
care,
time.
Mary.
Thank you
Love
for the
you all.
galaxy. Love
And
you guys.
if I don't say it enough,
Love ya.
I thank you all,
Bye.
all of you that do have my back. You know, but please don't put yourself at risk by going into these lives and trying to defend me and having them attack you. Just, let it go. Just
We'll see.
monitor it. Yeah. Monitor it for the legal record. That's all you need to do. Okay? So, all right, everybody. Good night. See you
Good night,
tomorrow.
Annie. Good night, B.
Good night.